else wants to do.
Well, if she said she was going to be 5 or 10 minutes late, it's already 9 minutes late. So I don't want to wait indefinitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so we'll just get started then.
That's fine.
All right, so I think last we left off, if I recall correctly, you guys are speaking to Kella Darkhope. She came out of the inn that was called the Nightstone Inn. After Pirate Dan had found her. Her story was kind of questionable. Night's beginning to fall, like the sun has dipped below the horizon. It's really dark and dusky in town. The goblin named Tot has been tied up. He's kind of just plopped up against a stone next to that giant hole in the center of the square. And then as you guys are talking to her, you hear some horses essentially riding up the town on the road outside. So I think I'm just going to go down the line. I'm sorry, I'm eating an ice cream sandwich. Just going to go down the line and kind of like ask you, like, what are you going to do before these horse riders immediately come up? So we'll go with Kareem first.
I guess I will. I don't know. Just stand around and wait. I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I don't know who they are. They could be good people. There's a bell ringing for help.
Oh, I made a mistake, by the way. That bell that's ringing is actually coming from right here.
Oh.
In the back of the building. So maybe about 75, 80 feet away from Kella at the moment.
Wait, where?
Okay, well, I'm gonna just wait to see what everyone else does and probably just follow what they're doing.
And Zorana?
Horse is coming. I don't know, again, they're like bad people or good people, but I kind of assuming them right now just to be people that's coming for help, so stand ground.
Alright. Zinfel? With your passive perception, you notice that there is something kind of poking out of her sleeve collar. It looks like the head of a snake.
Oof.
And what are you going to do, Jay?
The horses are coming from like this direction, from the left.
Yeah, this is
The gate, I guess.
this is where the sound can be heard.
Okay. Then I'm going to go hide, because that's what I do.
All right. And Pirate Dan?
Well, I think I'm going to send Aristophanes to get a better view. Hold on, I did 20, 40 feet there, and
I'm invisible.
another. Let's see, and I think he'll go ahead and fly. He'll dash, so we'll fly another 2, 3. Figuring he can get about here. But can't believe I can't see from up here. Where the hell's the roof? All right.
Yeah,
There.
the top of the church's where the bell sound is coming from is actually right here. I don't know if you could see me. Oh, hold on a second. I don't know if you could see me ping the map.
All right, I see
Yep.
that. Yeah.
You see that?
Yep.
That's probably the highest point aside from the windmill, which is up on a hill, directly to the
But from
southwest.
here, I get fog of war cleared, so I think I'll leave Aristophanes there, so I can at least see what's coming.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move Pirate Dan. Pirate Dan's gonna come over here and peek in the window just to see if he can tell who's ringing the bell. And that's about all I'm gonna do this turn.
Okay. So you do not see who's ringing the bell. First of all, as part of
All
that.
right.
Are you looking through Aristophanes' eyes at the moment? That's an action to do that, right?
I don't think it's an action. Well, maybe it probably is an action. No, so I'm not looking through Aristophanes' eyes right now.
Okay.
Actually,
so,
if I got nothing else to do, I may as well. Never mind. I'm not doing anything else, so why not?
Do what?
All right. So, Aristophanes can definitely see. It looks like 7 riders on horses. Men that look like they're wearing. That they have light crossbows strapped to their sides. Scimitars also strapped on their belts. And the horses look like riding horses, like they're designed, obviously, to ride long distances. But otherwise, these men do not look like they're friendly. It's not like they come waving flags and bearing gifts. These guys are hard riders that look travel-worn and are coming with an utmost speed upon the town. Right? I'm sorry, let me just finish chewing.
You're good. I had pumpkin pie.
Alright. So, let me just move these guys for a brief moment here. Bear with me. Seeing that the drawbridge is down, you see the leader of the 7 riders stops right between. He notices the parrot first of all, and he stops right in front of the 2 dead wargs, and then sees you guys all in the center of town as well. Looks like a half elf. He's kind of got like dark black hair, kind of swarthy features. He definitely seems like he's got this like look of arrogance on him. One of the guys, you hear a voice call out in the back, "Hey, there's a donkey here with a cart. Do you have anything in the cart, by the way?"
I've got it's going to have 100 pounds of oats. It's going to have some general rations. I'll have to go through. Let me double check my.
Don't worry about it.
But there's a small amount of gear, and there's nothing terribly valuable. I don't have that many worldly possessions.
Okay. So the guy, he hops off the horse. Got one of the guys in the back, and you could tell this because you're looking through Aristophanes' eyes, and he starts rifling through the stuff in the back of your cart. So the guy in the front, like I said, the swarthy-looking guy, he looks at the area, and then he says, and immediately his eyes fall upon Kella. And you could just notice this like brightness appear in his eyes, like he's here for her, and you can actually see that there's a look of recognition on her face as well. Kareem and Zarana, since you're right next to her.
Okay.
She says, "It's about time you showed up." She calls out to the guy, and then you see that he, still on his horse, he says, "Oh, what do we have here?" He says, "An abandoned town filled with rocks, and you've already made friends."
Do you know these people, Kella?
She says, "I do." She kind of gives you a sideward glance, and she says, "That there is Zolkin, my friend." And when she says that, she raises her hand, and out of her sleeve actually comes out a snake, and at first you're like, holy shit, there's a snake there, and then you realize that that's not really a normal snake. It's actually a flying snake. It actually unfurls its wings, and then it starts flying toward him.
What?
That's spooky.
A snake is flying towards the other guy.
Yes.
Yeah. A flying snake.
Flying.
What
With
is
wings.
that? Okay.
You guys see it now on the map, right? Should be right behind Kareem.
Oh, I see a little
Yeah, I see something.
It's pretty quick. It soars through the air relatively quickly. Pirate Dan, are you still looking through Aristophanes' eyes?
Yes.
Okay. So you're still surveying the scene. The guy in the back is still rifling through the cart. When the snake gets up to the dude on the horse, the guy in the lead that Kella called Zolkin, you see it kind of twirls around his arm lovingly, like it belongs to him in some way, and then he kind of like just strokes its head on his shoulder as it's just perched there.
Very interesting pet you have there.
He says,
I yell out to him.
"Thank you, my friend. Thank you indeed." He says, I take it that you're part of the reason why this town seems to be empty at the moment?
No. We just got here, actually.
Well, we cleared out the goblins, you know.
I see that. That's very good. Did you check every building here already?
Not as such.
No.
He says, well, it's a good thing me and my boys showed up. He says, my name is Zolkin Alessandar. He says, you don't mind if I enter your village here, do you?
It is not my village.
Good. And with that, he takes his horse and he kind of prances the horse around the wargs, kind of like showing off a little bit. So just give me a moment, because there's a lot of tokens on this map.
I could make a really funny joke, but I don't think I should.
You notice that this guy's kind of like a little bit of a showboat. He's almost showing off, and the rest of the guys on horseback.
Oh no!
Sorry.
There's a bird on him!
Yeah, I'm sorry. I grabbed your grabbed your parrot.
Yeah, where'd he go? Oh, you did it again!
No, you got it. So many tokens. Yeah, the other guys on horses, they kind of just start, sauntering around town, looking everywhere, looking for signs of goblins, looking for signs of people. But for the most part, they're staying on top of their horses.
I'm gonna ask the fellow if he could have the fellow who's rifling through my cart and donkey, if he would bring the donkey and cart into the town.
Zolkin calls over his shoulder, and he says, "Hey, Chico, bring that donkey inside, and let's get this gate up." Says,
do we hear his name, Zolkin? Did we? Oh yeah, Kella said it, right?
Yeah.
and he also introduced himself.
Okay, sorry.
Dear Zolkin and your companions here, have you come to help this town? We found it here in this situation with goblins. Did you hear of the bell that was ringing as well?
Yes, I'm wondering of your business here.
Ah, that bell. And he looks over his shoulder, and he says, you wouldn't have happened to investigate that yet, did you? Or is that one of your friends?
We have not. We don't know who's ringing it. We got here and it was full of goblins. We were all just traveling by, coming to this town.
He snaps his fingers a couple times real quick. He says, Tanner, Britt. He says, go check it out. And the two guys on the horses directly below him, Tanner and Britt, they start walking to that building where Pirate Dan is. They give Pirate Dan a look.
Arr.
One of them gives you a nod. And meanwhile, the guy in the back who brought the donkey and the cart in, he starts raising the drawbridge into the town. So, just give me a second. I want to look at everybody's passive insight here. So, Kareem, considering that Marin's currently occupied doing, dealing with a fire.
There's a fire?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Actually, Ellie's in the game. I see that she.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant fire in the game. I'm like, was something
Yeah,
on
me
fire?
too. What's going on? Hey! Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, all right.
A few riders came in, and they're talking with us. We don't know. They know
on the
Kella.
snake.
Okay.
That's important.
They're obviously Kella's
A few-
band of bandits. Come on.
A few what came in?
The
So
horse
you see
riders.
about 7 guys on horseback.
Okay.
They strode into town. Kella had actually what looked like a flying snake up her sleeve. And as soon as the lead guy named Zolkin Alessandar came into town, Kella let the snake go. It was hiding in her sleeves. She let it go and it went flying off to Zolkin and wrapped around his shoulder and arm, like it belonged to him.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
these guys they just start looking everywhere. They're on horseback. They kind of walk around like they kind of own the place. They start looking into buildings. They're looking at dead goblins on the ground. 2 guys that Zolkin called Britt and Tanner, they went up to Pirate Dan, and they're looking inside that building where the sound of the bell is coming from, which is the building that's right next to Pirate Dan at the moment. And meanwhile, one of the guys in the back also brought in the donkey in the cart, and then after he did that, he starts raising the drawbridge. So, but Marin and Kareem, what I was trying to get at before was that, dude, your insight, you're looking at these guys, and you just get a bad vibe. Like these guys look swarthy. They're dust traveled. They just walk in like they own the place, and immediately you start to get a little discomfort. This is not cool.
What's his name again? I'm sorry.
His name is Zolkin.
Zolkin.
You know what? Let me give me
Zol-
1 second, and I'm going to show you what he looks like.
Okay. Zolkin, sir. That is a very beautiful horse you have there. May I ask, what are you looking for?
Well, to be completely honest, my friend, and what do I call you?
Oh, why? Oh, sorry for my rudeness. My name is Kareem.
No rudeness at all. Don't worry about it. Moharandi, right?
Yes. How did you know?
I'm a well-traveled man, Kareem. Well, let me be completely honest here. Me and my boys, we call ourselves the 7 Snakes.
Ah,
We work for the
snakes.
Zentarum.
Snakes are an interesting animal. Why
This is-
snakes of all?
Well, I just seem a little partial to them. He says,
Ah.
and the Zentarum as well. Anyway, we're
Interesting.
really here for Kella. She's the one that told us to come. Seems like this here village was attacked not too long ago by giants. He says, unfortunately for us, its proximity to Waterdeep and Daggerford makes it a prime real estate. Says,
Real estate.
yeah. There's no villagers around.
That
Seems
is true.
like that is a village for the taking then, my friend.
Do you know of Lady Nadar? I thought she was the owner of such village.
She is? Well, are one of your friends Lady Nandar? And he starts looking at everybody else and he kind of gives a wry smile.
Not today.
Alright.
He says, well, if Lady Nandar is not with you at the moment, then... He just kind of shrugs and smiles.
I mean, do you guys want to say anything?
Yeah.
I
But I
don't like that, but
Well, this
I don't know
town
what
is
to
by
say.
someone, and we haven't found them. If they're not here, we should look for them and maybe help them, or at least find out what happened to them.
He says, I think it's a
Yeah.
great idea, actually. He says, I did see that that keep up there and that motte to the south. He says, any of you guys check it out? On our way in, we noticed that the bridge from the village to the keep was broken.
Yes, and unfortunately it is broken, so neither we can get there.
yeah, we didn't have the chance because of the goblins to investigate much more in the town.
He says, well, why why don't we go around and just introduce everybody for a moment here? And then we can help you take a look around town. He says, find out what happened to Lady Nandar and then take it from there. How about that?
We would
Well?
appreciate the help for the people of this town.
All
That
right.
doesn't sound too terrible.
Okay, when he says that, the two guys, Britt and Tanner, they walk into that building, which
Mhm.
apparently seems to be some sort of temple. And then that's where all the racket is coming from, all the bell tolling that's currently happening. And Pirate Dan, are you looking at them in any way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Since you're the one-
I've pirate. He's been worried. He's been curious about who's been ringing the bell all this time. So he's going to follow them in.
Okay. When the door opens and those two guys start leading the way, and just give me a second, Pirate Dan, because I'm going to move you to a slightly different area of the map.
It's the inside. All I can see is a roof.
Yeah.
Zenfel, what are you doing right now?
She's hiding.
Still hiding. Haven't made a peep.
Look up Kella and see if she's like has anything on her or something.
Stealthily.
Does anybody follow Pirate Dan into the building?
I think I'm gonna just stand here and
I'll wait, see if they find anyone.
make small talk with the leader. You know,
Okay.
talk about the weather.
What about yeah, actually, Kella's following you as well. What about Zinfel and Zorana and Marin?
I'll listen to them and I'll.
I think I'm gonna kind of hang around in that same area, but not actually follow them in.
Okay, so you're kind of like hanging out outside the door. All right.
Yeah.
And Zinfel?
I'm gonna go around this house or building here,
The inn.
slowly going around. Yeah, the inn, and just get a different vantage point. But I'm still stealthing around.
Okay. All right, so Pirate Dan, since you're currently with. Oh, it's weird. I hear myself through somebody's speakers.
I think it's Ellie's speakers.
Oh yeah, it might be me. Sorry. I can try to swap to like earbuds, but when I did that before, I was really quiet, so I think that might have been like.
You can change it to.
Oh, you cut off.
Sorry, you can change it to push to talk. I just did it as I was saying it.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yes.
So Dan, I'm sorry. Let's go back to you. What you can immediately tell Dan? Are you trained in religion?
Not especially, but I do have jack of all trades as a thing.
All right, well, go ahead and make me a religion check real quick.
Can you guys hear me okay if I do this?
Yep, I can hear you.
Alright.
Yep.
A little quiet, but I can always increase your sound.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case then I'll stick with that.
All right. All right, so Dan, you're 12 in religion. Yeah, these are pretty common gods. Immediately, what you could tell, Dan, is that this temple seems to be dedicated to two gods: Lathander, which is the god of the dawn, and Mialiki, who's the goddess of the forests. And what you can see is that in the back of the building, there seems to be some sort of there's a closed door and a staircase that seems to go up to the second floor. And aside from that, in the back is also, there's a bunch of pews ahead of you, and the sound, like you can hear beyond that closed door, like the cackling laughter, high-pitched sounds of what sounds like goblins.
Oh jeez. Goblins again.
Uh-oh.
Well, very well. You fellers want to open that door then and
Yep.
see who's
So
back there?
You see that the two guys, Britt and Tanner, they pull out their. One guy pulls out a light crossbow that was on his side. The other guy pulls out a scimitar, and they lead the way. They walk up to the door carefully and silently. Are you following them, or are you just staying where you are, Dan?
I'm going to move to a position where I can see what's going on. So when they open the door, I can see what's what.
You should be able to see, actually, or not. Maybe you don't. If you could zoom out on the map a little bit, your character is actually all the way to the right.
Oh, and the maps that are like.
Oh, there's another map. I see.
Yeah, maps inside the building. I saw them before.
I've lost everything. Hold on for a second.
Oh, and Dan, you actually don't have inspiration right now.
Oh no. That's right. I was inspired yesterday. All right. So,
I stole your card. I'm trying to.
all right. So I actually can't. Is this little tiny brown button thing? Is that the door?
Yes, that's right. That little tiny brown button thing is the door.
All right. So it looks like I've got a relatively decent view. So I'm good from here.
Okay, good. Let me just move the layer these guys are on. All right, so the lead guy, the guy with the scimitar in his hand, he takes the lead. He opens up the brown door, and what you find inside are two goblins that are gleefully swinging on a knotted rope that hangs from the bell in the steeple at the back of
Oh
the
my
temple.
god.
Oh man.
The sound of the bell
That's-
apparently delights the goblins incredibly, as they just seem to not be able to stop ringing it. And they're just giggling and laughing, swinging on the bell one at a time. They totally don't even hear the door open, but one of them squeaks out a yelp as he notices that the door's open with a guy brandishing a scimitar at him. And the guy just like doesn't even wait for an answer. He just swings and chops down with a scimitar. And at this point, Dan, I'm going to say go ahead and roll initiative.
All right. Well, sure. Sorry, I gotta find my.
Yell for us. Even though you guys are probably going to
I'm
take
trying to
over.
remember where I roll initiative from because it's obviously not from my character sheet. Where's the initiative screen?
Yeah, it's from your character sheet. So you would select your token first.
Click on your token.
Yeah,
All right, I
and
gotta
then
select
on
that.
your character sheet, click
All right.
initiative.
That's amazing. All I get was I still get a red slash. So there we go. Maybe that did it. There we go.
Hey.
All right. That's a relatively high initiative.
Nice.
All right, good. Give me 1 second.
It's a pretty high initiative.
It's a very high initiative. And then need to grab a couple of goblins here. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to start breakdancing.
It's not like two goblins. How hard could it be? Well, two goblins shot 2 arrows and killed Kareem thrice.
All right, so Tanner had a 9, Britt had a 7, Vark had a 21, Beto had an 8.
Beto.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if other people, Pirate Dan, are you gonna let the other members of the group know?
I can't believe it's just a couple of goblins pulling on that bell rope.
All right, go ahead. I'll let everybody else roll initiative as well.
Not goblins.
Oh, I told you guys. At least, maybe I didn't say. I definitely thought it was goblins.
Oops. I accidentally just logged out.
Dang. We are ready.
We are
Wow.
fast.
Those are some interesting initiative rolls.
That is dead last. My goodness.
Yep. 2 nat 20s and 1 nat 1.
Got the
All right,
whole
so,
spectrum. That's good.
Because I'm like, oh, I thought it was goblins all along.
So like I said, Tanner was the guy with the scimitar out. He's the one that was able to take the first swing right at Vark. However, he misses, despite the fact that he has advantage on the attack because he surprised the guy with a 9. So that being said, I'm going to start right up at the initiative order. So top of the round is going to be Zarana.
Okay, my turn. After hearing Pirate Dan call out about the goblins, I'm like, well, not too surprised there's more of them. Might as well get the rest of them. And I'll move kind of closer, maybe see if I can see in there, I guess. Wait, how far are they? 1, 2.
Yeah, Pirate Dan's actually not in that spot at the moment, so I'm just going to delete you, Pirate. Alright, so the door's open, but it's kind of hard to see everything inside. Because it's, we got Pirate Dan in the way, and a couple of guys, then the goblins are in another room, so, you're just too far outside to be able to actually shoot anything inside.
Yeah, and that's all my movement, so I'll be here.
You need that epic battle music.
Are you doing anything else?
No, that'll be all.
It's just
Yeah,
two
actually,
goblins.
that's a
It
good
doesn't
idea.
deserve the epic battle music.
This is a boss battle, guys.
Well, the goblin Vark, he yelps out, like I said, and he pulls out his goblins use scimitars, and he's gonna swing the scimitar at the bandit Tanner.
A bandit, huh?
Ooh, he gets a 21, and he's gonna hit the bandit for
Dang.
8 slashing.
Bandit drops dead. No.
Oh, he gets hurt pretty bad though, as he gets
arm
a
cuts off.
scimitar slash from the goblin across his belly, and he says some curse and some I don't know. We'll say he says a curse in Elvish,
What is he saying, Elvish?
like dag nabbit, or something, the equivalent of that. Anyway, so then he kind of takes a little 5-foot step, still within his threatened range, and then Pirate Dan, you can go. So at the moment, you can't see the goblin because he kind of stepped behind the doorway, deeper into the room that he was in.
All right, I just want to give him a vicious mockery. Do I need to see him for that? I think he just needs to be able to hear me. Otherwise, I'm moving closer.
Yeah, I believe that any spells, even though vicious mockery kind of works that way, I think you still need to be able to see your target.
All right. Nothing? I can't see a damn thing. I mean, this is ridiculous. That was 5, 10,
No,
15.
from there you should be able to see the goblin.
All right, because I can't see a damn thing until I actually go in the room. The door's shut.
Don't worry about it. Oh, actually, yep. No, you're right. Let me remove that. So now
Yeah,
you
that's
should be
better.
able to.
All right, I can see half a goblin.
Good
I
enough.
can see an icon.
Okay, then that's good. If you can see him, then you can see him.
Yeah, since I don't want to shoot anybody with the back of the head with a crossbow, I think I'll just go ahead and yell at him. So, you lily-livered frog spawn, be gone with you! There we go. There was my vicious mockery.
Damn! Air horns.
All right, so he's gonna fail.
All right. So, hold on for a second. I'm still.
Damn,
the
1
higher
point.
level, ignore the higher level cast part. I don't know. I must have hit the wrong number. So 1 point of damage, but he's got disadvantage on the next attack.
All right, great. So I put the token to indicate disadvantage, and I took the 1 point of damage. Are you finished?
I'm gonna step a little bit farther out of the way in case someone else wants to come in.
All right.
And that's it.
So Kareem, you're standing currently like not too far in front of Zolkin. He seems like he just shrugs, like he doesn't really care. Britt and Tanner got it. So it's your turn.
1 moment, sir. And I walk here. 1, 2, 3. How many times can I walk?
15, 20, 25, 30. could go.
5, 10, 20, 30,
The doorway is right here.
40,
Right at the doorway
50.
is where you can.
Let's
40.
say 40, 45.
Unless
You
you
wanna
dash
step-
in.
All right.
So I'm dashing,
Just-
by the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
just stop right there because I'm gonna move you now.
Okay.
If you zoom out on your map and you look all the way right, Ryan, you
Mm-hmm.
should be on a different map, sort of.
Okay. I see it.
Oh shit! I removed your guy from the initiative order. Hold on.
Oops.
That was my bad. You got a 20, right?
Yep. What?
Are you doing anything else?
I guess I can't really.
You have no movement left?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so Zinfel, you're up.
I'm staying where I am.
Alright. So Tanner, he's going to step into the room. And he's going to swing at that goblin. With his scimitar. Ooh, he gets a 17, so he's going to hit, but the goblin is still alive as he just barely gets cut by it.
Use goblins.
Yeah, the other goblin, he...
Is he the one I hit, or did I hit the other one?
You hit the other one. So this is Beto. He's actually, he's going to pull out his bow. He's going to take a shot at Tanner. Despite the close quarters. Oh, Tanner gets hit for AC 20, and an arrow goes right into Tanner's belly and drops him.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
As he's just pinned to the wall holding the arrow in his belly.
Does he roll death saving throws, or is he just screwed?
He will. No, actually, as an NPC, I'm just gonna say he dies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, he can be saved.
Dead.
I'll yell out that Tanner's down.
Alright. Britt walks into the room. He says,
Kinda hilarious.
"You bastard goblin!" And seeing the goblin there, he whips out his scimitar and he slashes for the one that was hit by the what was it? The spell that you cast
Vicious
before. I
Mockery?
forgot what it was. Vicious Mockery. That's what it was.
It's been mocked.
It's been mocked.
Viciously.
Feel
AC
sad, man.
13 is gonna hit that guy because he doesn't currently use a shield, and he's gonna do 7 damage. Oh, which is enough to kill the goblin.
Revenge.
I wasted my mockery.
Dead goblin.
Yep. He says, "There's still another one!" He yells out. "Tanner's down!" Marin, your turn. So, Marin, the door is right
Yeah, I
here.
want to. Okay, yeah, hang on a sec. Yeah, I want to go in, but I am confused by the map a little bit. Can you just put me inside of the thing and then?
Yeah, sure. So, to put you inside, that's going to cost you 20 feet of movement, alright?
Okay, sounds good.
So, let me go ahead and do that, and you're going to be, at the moment, after 20 feet of movement, you'll be on Kareem's square. So if you zoom out on the map or you look all the way right, you should see yourself there in that building.
Oh yeah, I see.
So you can't stop your movement there, but you know you have another 5 feet left, I believe, 5 or 10.
Mhm.
It's
My
a
God.
Big image.
I hear swords hitting each other.
Okay, I'm just gonna, I guess, move up there, and then, I'm gonna, I could go closer up there, but it doesn't seem really like I really need to in such close quarters because I can't reach them on this turn, so I'm just gonna, do a dodge action in case one of them attacks
Yeah,
me.
because that goblin that you currently can see is actually on the ground. So
Yeah, uh-huh.
it's gonna be back up to the top then with Zorana. So Zulkin, he sees you, Zorana. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore what I said. Hela
Sulkin's gonna
actually
try to
walks up
attack you.
Zulkin, and they seem to be having some sort of private conversation.
Well, hearing him break call that someone was down, I get really worried and I dash into the building there. So I'll take a 30 feet plus dash to go in. Actually, I'll leave Winter outside. Watch them closely, Winter.
Alright, so how much movement have you used so far?
I've used up all my 30, plus I'll use a dash.
Alright, so let me move you into the building. Where you're going to be in the building is actually 10 feet into your dash.
Okay.
So you have 20 feet left.
I don't think I see them through the door.
No, at the moment you only see Brit.
Oh. Okay.
Some bodies.
And a body.
So,
A couple bodies, actually.
Touch the bodies.
I think I see half the goblin right there, but I'll stand here.
Alright. So this goblin died. Pirate Dan.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can move in to get a better look for the other goblin. I can see the goblin now. Can I get a shot? I can see half a goblin. Can I get a clear shot with a crossbow?
You can see half a goblin, so I'm gonna say he's got +2 cover. +2 to his AC from cover.
Alright, that'll work for me. Let me go ahead and pull out my crossbow and attack with that. No good.
Close, he sees you and he ducks under it just in time as it goes into the wall behind him. Kareen.
Okay, I'll use my movement to get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I? Is that the goblin right there in front of me?
That's the dead one on the ground.
Oh. Oh shoot.
Kid, ready your action.
Okay. Sure. I'll ready my action, and if he gets into attack range, I'll attack him.
Alright, good.
Which is 10 feet because I'm using my whip.
Alright, so Zinfel.
Okay. I look down the streets and try to see that it's clear. If it is, I'm going to kind of hop over this cemetery fence. I'm going to stay on the outside of that temple building. I'm going to look for some windows to see if I can pry in. But I'm not going to the door.
Alright, got it. So first, when you hop over the fence into the cemetery... I don't know if you noticed, but there's like kind of like a white rectangle on the map in the northeast section of the cemetery.
Yep.
Okay. That looks like it's kind of like an above ground crypt. Kind of like a more elaborate, stone house that people would inter their bodies there. And
Okay.
aside from that, there's just footpaths and other graves that are around. When you look inside the windows of the building, right where you are, actually, right around here is a window. And then there's also another window here. Did you see my pings on the map?
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. On this side of the building that you noticed.
Okay. So I could have gotten here with my
Yeah.
movement.
That would have been fine. The window's currently closed, though.
Right. But can I see into it? Like, see any forms in the inside?
Yes, you see Pirate Dan and you see Kareem at the moment, and they seem to be. They have their backs to you, and they seem to be like looking in the direction of another room in the back of the temple.
Okay.
So sort of like here.
All right. So they seem okay. I'm gonna do a dash action. I'm gonna go over to the other window, see if there is it the same room.
It's the same room.
All right, and I'm gonna continue going around the building. Let's see, 5, 10, 20, 20.
Actually, before you do that,
Oh, yep.
let me just say, if you could put yourself back to where you were before, this
Yeah.
window does look like it could be popped open. Like you just got to pull out a dagger, slide it under the window frame, and you could pop the window open.
Oh, okay. It's meant to be open. It's not like.
Yeah,
big
it's not
stained
like a
glass.
permanently closed window or anything like that. It's meant to be opened.
All right, then I'll spend my action to pop it open.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's a bonus action, so you can get the rest of your movement and hop into the building.
Okay.
All right, let me move you if that's what you're gonna do.
Yep.
All right, if you look all the way on the right side of the map, do you see yourself in the building with Kareem and Pirate Dan and all these people?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that was 5 feet of movement to, like, hop into the window. Kareem and Pirate Dan, you see Zinfel, like, suddenly in the building.
What?
Hi there.
There
Oh,
was a
hi.
door,
So you still got, I believe, 25 feet of movement left.
I see some stuff going on over here. Let's get a little.
You
closer.
do.
What is that? Is that foes? There's somebody on the ground. Who's this? Is that an ally? Can't see. Don't look like a goblin.
Tanner's down. Brit should be there. The goblin. That's dead.
There's a dead goblin. There's supposed to be a live goblin too.
Yeah, Tanner's actually bleeding. He's got an arrow in his gut. He's slumped up against the wall. He made a death saving throw, but he succeeds.
Okay.
No, I'm not going into that room yet. I'll stay where, right here.
All right. The other goblin, he. So right now his attention is just focused on the human in front of him, Britt. So he takes like kind of like a step back, and he just shoots another arrow at the guy.
Careful the goblin arrows.
I believe he's gonna hit. Let me just check. Yes, because these guys are just wearing leather armor. So he hits with the short bow, and you see an arrow go into Britt's shoulder. Then he yells out another elven curse.
Was he the same guy who got slashed too?
No, this is the first time that this guy got hit. They're
okay.
just fond of elven curses. So he whips out his. He already had his scimitar out. He actually struts forward and he swings it at the goblin
Get him. Get him.
and misses very badly. All right, Marin.
Okay. Sorry, there's kind of a lot going on here. Can I get over to the man who is down, the human?
Yeah, 30 feet will put you right in the square with the dead goblin.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna awkwardly step over the dead goblin, and then, there's just one other goblin. I feel like my allies probably have this in hand, and I don't need to fight, so I'm gonna take a shot at stabilizing him.
Yep, sure.
The medicine check. It would be nice if my character sheet wasn't frozen. There. That just makes it so he's stable.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see a roll in the chat log.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, or are you just using your
It's
healing
DC
kit?
15 to stabilize,
Oh, there it is.
right?
Yeah, it just
I
popped up.
guess it
That's
was lagging.
all right. Cool. So you managed to save Tanner's life as you quickly administer some bandages and you whip out the arrow out of his gut. So he is gonna live. Serana.
Okay.
I don't think I might be able to attack. I don't really want to go in there because not really good range. But I'll try to get a peek and yell out because I was concerned. Is our new friend there okay?
He'll live. He's hurt, but he'll live.
Well, good. Well, then make sure to get that goblin. Avenge it.
Encouragement.
And I guess I'll ready my action in case a goblin does come out into sight, but it probably won't. Just in case.
All right. So if a goblin does come out into sight, you're gonna shoot him, right?
Yep.
All right. Pirate Dan.
All right. That dotted line in there, does that mean we cannot go into those squares? Or is that an overhang, or what is that?
That is an overhang.
So I can go under there.
You can go under there, and above you, if you were under that spot, would be the bell. So there's a rope, well, knotted rope that's hanging from that spot.
Alright, so I'm going to go to that spot and shoot another crossbow at... And I'm assuming this time I've got a good shot.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
Pete's sake! Arr! That
Somehow this goblin
hit him.
Yeah.
Arr.
Despite the fact that this time he's holding a shield and he puts it up, it just completely avoids his shield and just goes into the wall above him.
Arr.
All right. So when you're finished, Pirate Dan,
That's all I got.
so then it would be Kareem.
I'm gonna walk a little bit closer. Am I in 10-foot range? I can't really see very well.
Yeah, it is a little
Step in.
hard, but yeah, you need to step in and over the body of the dead goblin in
Okay.
order to not fight between a wall. But yeah, from that
Isn't
spot,
guy in the way? Oh, there. Okay.
the dead guy, he
I'll go
just
right
counts
here.
as difficult terrain. So Kareem's got enough movement to move to there, no problem.
Duck. If I'll shoot
Okay.
you in the back of the head. Arr.
Can I add my inspiration die to my attack roll? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Or is
of
that
course.
being a
So
bit-
what you would do is you would take the D20 and just drag it onto the map.
Okay.
You gotta click on it first, so that the little window pops up, and then you click and you drag it. There you
Okay.
go. Perfect.
It's just so I hopefully guarantee a hit. And then I'll use my whip to hit him.
Inspired, so.
Yeah, you're
So
inspired.
16.
So 16 will hit.
Or
You
do
crack
I have to
your
roll
whip.
another d10?
Another D10?
Or is it just oh, so just I automatically get a plus 10?
No.
You got two rolls. So you took this.
Oh, it's an inspired. Okay, got it.
Yeah, you're using advantage.
Okay.
I thought it was a different type of inspiration, like a bardic inspiration, where you roll an extra d8 or whatever.
It's just advantage.
So I do 4.
All right. Well, you cut that goblin across his cheek. This is the first damage he's actually taken. He looks like he is shitting bricks right now because there's now 3 guys in the room, 4 guys in the room with him.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. That's good.
But he is still alive.
Okay.
All right, Zin, are you doing anything else? No. All right, so Zinfel.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh man, never mind. Not important. I just realized that I do in fact have a ranged attack.
Hey, you have
I
Sacred
used
Flame, don't
earlier.
you?
But hey, yeah, I have Sacred Flame. I completely forgot because I was debating whether or not I was going to take Sacred Flame. I totally forgot. Anyway, keep going.
All right, no problem.
25. Okay, you can get to there.
All right, sweet. You jump around some people. You get right next to the goblin. You block his escape route through the window.
Excuse me, pardon me. Passing through? Just here for a second. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry, just clear the way. Just trying to stab this guy.
Got him.
Good hit.
Poor dude, man. Yeah, that's gonna definitely. So what happens to him?
Well, after awkwardly getting my way into the room, I kind of say, I apologize for this, but you need to die, and stab him through the throat.
Oh.
Savage.
Harsh.
All right. Well, initiative is not over yet because you hear some more shouts from outside.
Oh jeez.
Run through the window.
No, it's not like
Give me a
this.
second. All right, so Tanner is currently unconscious. That goblin is dead. Britt says, "I'll take care of Tanner." He says, "You deal with whatever's outside." And I'm gonna say it's Marin's turn right now. As you heard some shouts, and one of the voices said, "More goblins!"
Oh no.
There's windows, yeah?
Yeah.
There
Okay.
are
What was the-
there are 2 windows to the south that I don't know if you can see them on the map or not.
I could see.
I'm sorry, there's one in this room, and then there's 2 more to the south. Looking out the window from this room, you don't see anything immediately. Or
Okay, so does it
when you look out the windows on the
sound
other
like
ones.
it's
Yeah, the shouts sound like they came from the south.
okay, in that case I guess I'm just gonna head over there. Sorry, I'm just sort of dynamic lighting is cool, but sometimes it's confusing as to what I'm looking at. So I'm just gonna go down like over here. Can I see anything?
Yep, let me, right now, all you see is Zolkin standing outside and talking to Kella. He seems unconcerned, with whatever's happening outside. Like his boys are taking care of it.
But
You can open up the window and climb out if it's, easier for you. If it'll be definitely faster than actually leaving through the door.
where's the door?
Here.
The door is
Oh,
right
okay.
there. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, can I pop open the door and or pop open the window and climb out? Is that?
Yep. Yeah, it's really easy.
Do I
It's
need to-
it's no,
yeah,
it's
I
a
can
bonus
do that?
action.
Okay.
You could do it
Alright,
in the
that's-
midst of your
that's fine.
movement. So
bonus
where were
action.
you? You were where Brit was, right? So that's 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to the window. Your speed is a
Uh-huh.
30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second. So 25 feet, you pop out the window, and you'll be... If you zoom out, you'll be right next to Zolkin. And you still have 5 feet of movement left, plus an action.
So what's going on? Do I see goblins? Do I see fighting? Like, can I see
No,
what's going
immediately you don't,
where
but you
the
can
fighting
hear
is happening?
sounds of fighting and shouting to the south. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Never mind. I made a mistake. You see this fenced area right next to these 2 riding horses?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let me check the dynamic lighting for a second. Yeah.
Oh, I see something going on with
Yes. Right next to
I
the
see
windmill.
something happening with goblins, like, yeah, right next to the, like, scale thing.
Yes, exactly.
The windmill, yeah.
Yep. So give me a second, because I need to roll initiatives for all these guys. Jesus, goblins.
My goodness. These goblins are
Right, quick.
dirty little dudes.
There's no joke. 6, 7, and 3. Alright. Let me just sort the initiative order. So, Marion, you just went. You were on a 1. It's still your turn. You have 5 feet of movement left, plus an action.
Okay, I see this goblin over there. I think I'm just going to use my action to dash. So... head over this way.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Alright, that's your turn. So, top of the round now is going to be Zarana. So, first of all, let me... You have 2 icons on the map at the moment.
Yeah, I do. I saw them.
But the one that's in the temple is your real icon.
Yeah, I got that. I will walk out of the temple, 5, 10. I'll just
Yep.
say I'm out. 'Cause
Yep,
I'm over
and
there
that's
already.
where you're right.
5, 10,
exactly.
that's 15. And I'm saying, no, is it more goblins?
Yep. That's what you see
Not
to the
again.
south.
Not like this.
15, 20, 25, 30. I don't know if I can shoot him over the fence. I have
Yeah.
100
Yeah, you're using a bow, so
Yeah.
I would say that you can arc the shot,
Okay. I'll
which
shoot.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, like 190 feet distance. I'll shoot for this goblin over here. Ready my bow, and wow.
Oh, very nice. From an incredible distance, you get that goblin. You just sail an arrow, and it just plops right into his head. He just drops.
Damn.
Man.
Damn, Susan. Always killing goblins.
Sick and tired of
That's your
these
title.
monkey fighting goblins in this Monday to Friday town.
The goblin next to him, he's just like completely shocked, like, holy crap, what just happened? Alright, are you finished?
Yep.
Alright, Pirate Dan.
Alright. How much movement's it going to take me to get out the window?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30 feet to get up to the window, another 5 feet to step through it.
30 feet to get to the window?
Yeah, from
Man.
where you currently are. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a window by Zinfel as well, but that's not open. It'll be 10 feet to get to there, bonus action to open it.
Okay. That's fine. Then I'll do
Would you
that.
rather do that?
Yeah.
Alright, let me move you then.
jump at all the windows like a bunch of degenerates.
Who uses doors?
So how much movement do I have left now? How much did it take me to get outside? Was that 10 to the window, but how much to get out?
Just 5. So you have
Alright.
15 feet of movement left,
Alright.
plus your action.
Alright, is there... I can't even see... Oh, it looks like I can see a goblin there. Alright, let's see, how far away am I? Darn far. You know what? I
Pretty
think
darn
I'm
far,
not going to
yeah.
bother taking a shot this turn. I'm just going to run in. So I think I'm going to dash. So you said that was 15. I've just used up 15? 5, 10.
That's correct.
I'm going to... Hey, I can't get myself. I can't grab my icon. It must be on the wrong layer or something.
Use the select.
Yeah, just make sure that you're on select and move.
Oh, right. Got the measuring tool on again.
I'll do that.
All right, so I want to move to about there. Does that sound about right? Or am I going to have to stop for the... I guess I'll probably end up there because of the fence.
Yep, that's good.
I'm assuming I can hop over the fence, though.
Yeah, it's just a farm fence. You can hop over it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go out there, but it took me a dash to get there, so I'm just there.
All right. So this goblin, he sees that he's quickly outnumbered. He's got 2 guys on his position. His friend just got shot in the head by an arrow. So he looks like he's fucking bolting. And he starts screaming at the top of his lungs in Goblin. Like, nobody speaks Goblin, right? So nobody has any idea what he's saying. But he starts moving in kind of like a southwestern direction. And he gets to there.
Ugh.
Crap, I can't see it either.
And just give me a second. Because that definitely got the attention of 2 other goblins. Mega initiatives! Jesus.
Yes, my job.
Goblins are fast.
So Pirate Dan just finished. Longo just finished. Kareem, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the guy that's helping his friend,
Brit?
and I'm going to say to him, "Okay, Snake. Now tell me, what do you want? Money?" And then I look at his. He has wounds, right? Like he got hurt by the goblin,
Yeah.
or
An arrow in
maybe
his
something, or maybe something else. And I take out my axe and I look at him and I'm like, "Tell me, why are you here?"
Alright, why don't you go ahead and make me an intimidate check? Because you took out your axe, so I think that's pretty intimidating.
Very intimidating.
Damn it! So close.
He looks at you and he's like, "Hey, listen, buddy. We just follow Zolkin and we do whatever he says. You want answers? You talk to him."
Okay, well, that's my action for now.
Alright. Alright, you guys, I don't know if anybody can actually see this, but a goblin pops out of somewhere to the south.
I do not see it. Oh, I see him walking.
I see it.
Damn. Alright, Zinfel.
Hop out this window, get to the outside.
Alright, hold on. Oh yeah, so that's only 5 feet of movement. Let me move you. Yeah. Alright. You can see yourself, right?
Ah, now I see myself. Okay. Alright, so 5 feet, 6.
I know the map looks really chaotic right now. It's probably like tokens everywhere.
So many tokens.
Many tokens. Look at all these horses I can attack.
No, you should
There
jump.
don't be any goblins.
Ride a horse.
Horse.
Ride down the goblin.
Let me move a little bit to get this dynamic lighting. Still no goblins. Wait, is that a goblin?
Not a goblin.
That is not. I can show you where the goblins currently are.
Oh, I see one.
They're in this direction.
Way
They're
over here.
very, very far from you. Yes, that's right.
God.
Not far enough from me.
Yep, 145 feet at the moment from you.
I've got nothing that can go out to that range. So, let's see, I did 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that's
Someone's
one
gotta
move.
intimidate the goblins in like a Batman voice.
Arr. I don't think I have a Batman voice.
Where are they?
I'll be back in a minute. I've got to go for a second.
I'll dash to that rock. And that's it for me. Actually,
Alright.
I could yeah, that's it.
One minute.
Woof.
Alright, so one of the 7 snakes, a guy by the name of Bernardo, he stays where he is and he pulls out his crossbow, takes a shot at one of the goblins. And whiffs. One of the other goblins, one of the other dudes does the same thing. Whiffs, and I think the last guy named Luck, he does the same thing. That must be Doug's dog, right?
So,
Oh no, his dog's attacking. They let loose the hounds.
Oh my god, these guys are horrible.
Lord.
die goblins, can't hit goblins.
Oh, all 3 of these dudes miss. They're all shooting at the same goblin. Mary, you're up.
Okay. My turn.
Yep, so you're 110 feet from both, roughly.
Both of the goblins. Okay, well, I'm gonna get a little bit closer. And then I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at one of the goblins. This fat goblin.
I'm just gonna mute Doug for a second.
Yeah, that's fine. There. Because that has 120 feet range, so I can actually reach. So I cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, sweet. On which one? On Longo or Larv?
I'm
Which one's
On this one? Oh, you guys can't see the names? Oh,
No, we
never
can't
mind.
see.
no. Oh,
That's lame.
no.
Alright, so on this guy, right?
Yeah. I mean, have either of them taken damage so far?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, it doesn't really matter, either of them. Yeah, that one. That's...
Yeah, I would say this one because otherwise there's a giant riding horse in the way.
Yeah, that makes
and it's a range attack, so it would get cover. But a 15 would hit This guy. So go ahead and roll your
Alrighty.
damage. All right, what happens to him?
14 damage. I guess that's enough to kill the goblin.
It is.
I guess he just kind of like light washes down over him, and then when the light fades, he is on the ground.
Nice. Did you kill him or did you leave him alive?
You can't do non-lethal damage with spell attacks, so he's dead.
Really?
I believe.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. I think it has to be a melee attack.
That would make sense. All right, so that goblin is toast. Then, Zerana, your turn.
Kind of pretty amazed at the light going out and kind of seeing that over the house that's covering my vision. And I'll sidestep with my bow out till I can see the goblins. And I'll shoot for the other one.
Yeah, 135 feet away.
Oh.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's a melee attack for knocking people out.
Sweet. So you arc another arrow. What happens to this guy?
So just fall into right through his skull again. Poor guy. Sorry.
Man, Susan, you just headshotting them all.
Yeah, get him my kitty guys.
Anything else, Zerana?
I'll just say, yeah, take that, nasty goblins.
All right, so you are finished. 15, 20.
How many goblins are left?
Well, it's hard
I
to
think
say.
that was the last one. Or-
No, you see
Tribal.
another one pop out, or
Oh,
you
Jesus.
see another
Goblins.
goblin kind of taking a shot at one of the bandits, as he's holding a bow. He misses, just barely, as he shoots at Luck. Pirate Dan. Oh, hold on a second. Let me unmute Pirate Dan.
Hey, wait a minute. Where did Tot go? Sneaky little bugger.
Yeah, I can. Sure. You can barely make out a goblin right there. You see that? 115 feet away. There's actually a building in the way.
Alright, so I'm going to stand Aristophanes ahead of me to get a better view. If I can find him. There we go. I think he can go about there. Still doesn't give me a clear shot. So that one's way over there? Jeez. Alright, I'm going to move to about there. Well, I guess I'll rush out to about there.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Okay, Kareem.
Okay. Well, I lower my weapon and I tell him, maybe you shouldn't. Oh, wait, how would I say this? Maybe you shouldn't live a life of a snake. And then I walk out the window.
All right. So 5, 10, 15 puts you out the window. Let me move you.
Okay.
All right. So that was 15 feet of movement to get there.
1, 2, 3. So that's 60. I guess I'll use a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll stay right there.
Okay. All right, Zorana. From your immediate east, you see a little watchtower there, all the way to your east, in this direction, right?
Yeah, it's kind of covered, but I think I see it.
Okay. You see a door open from there, and a goblin pops out. And then he kind of moves right next to this boulder here, and seeing you, he takes a shot.
Uh-oh.
And you are 100 feet away from him, and he's got disadvantage. So an 8 is going to miss.
Yep.
Because you're like, holy crap. And that is all he's able to do, I think. Hold on. Yep, that's all he's able to do. Alright, Zinfo. Yeah, you clearly saw that goblin pop out of that watchtower. But then he kind of disappeared because there's a building between you and him right now.
Alright, move up. Move up to there. Let's see now. How far are you? Still too far. I use a bonus action to dash with my what's it called? Cunning action, yes. And then I will throw a dagger at this guy.
Alright, go for it.
15 for 7.
Oh, very nice. 15 will hit. Got past his shield. And what happens to him?
The dagger ricochets off his shield and gets him in his own eye.
Oh, nice. He drops down to the ground screaming.
Oh.
Are you finished? I
Yes.
assume so. Alright, the three guys with crossbows, they all take a shot on this last goblin to the south now. I'm sorry, just give me 1 second. AC 10's gonna hit. AC 18's gonna hit. So it's 2 bolts. We're out of combat. And that goblin drops.
Oh.
Alright. Let me change the music back. And let's take a very quick break because I have to go to the restroom.
Okay.
So I would say 5 minutes.
Okay.
Break time. I'm gonna grab some food.
More pumpkin pie. Yes. Oh, I forgot my water.
Okay, I'm back. Who are we missing? Anybody?
I'm here.
I got Jay. Who else?
That must be it.
All right. You leave tomorrow, right?
No, next Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday. Got it.
Yep.
Well, I can ask these guys maybe next Tuesday if you're available. We can do Monday instead.
I have to get up early on Tuesday though, so I
Oh, so that's
probably
not gonna
wouldn't
work
be.
for you.
Yeah.
All right, no worry. I'll just keep it on Tuesday then.
A few
All right, so
days vacation.
Yeah, I think I heard Susan.
Yeah, that's me. I got more pie.
I am still here.
All right, that's Ellie. We got
Doug is
yet?
here. Yeah.
And
I
Ryan.
think
Oh,
everyone's here.
Ryan said an accident happened to go on without him for a sec.
What?
He didn't
Probably
say
spilled something.
what, but
Oh.
I know he was doing dinner, so he probably spilled something.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. All right, so like I said, you're out of combat now. Kareem, you see Chico up on the horse. He's kind of eyeing you. I don't know. You guys said you can't see the NPC names, right?
we cannot.
No.
Yeah, there's no names on the NPCs.
Oh, okay. So
There-
hold
I
on.
think there's a
We
name
might be
on
able to...
the main one. Maybe. I can't actually see him now, so.
No, there's no name. Oh, I see Chico showed up now.
Nope.
Now it's showing up.
Can't, I see
Oh, there's Zoltan.
Yeah. I'm
Alas.
changing them.
Oh, cool.
And by the way, you still have that goblin tied up in the center of town.
As he will stay.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he is not
I almost
moved.
forgot about him.
Only been a few minutes.
Oh, I see Chico.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was-
naming all the dudes now. You should see 7 of them. And the 2
Yes,
guys
I
in the
know.
temple. Yeah, the 2 guys in the temple, they come out.
Cool.
Luck? Alright. Luck and Bernario.
Yeah. So Zilkin, he looks at the 2 dudes that come out from the temple. And he says, who bandaged Tanner up? And Britt points at Marin. Zolkin turns
Yeah.
around on his horse and he looks in Marin's direction. He says, thanks.
Just doing what I think anyone should do. We had the situation in hand, and he was injured, so bandaged him up.
Well, that's more than most people would have done. He says, you a cleric?
Yes.
Well, God.
The Platinum Dragon Bahamut, sir.
He says, that's a good one, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He kind
He's
of
the god
like,
of good dragons.
he kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. And then he says, "All right. If you don't mind, my boys here will be searching out the rest of the town. Feel free to take a rest if you need it."
All right.
I think
You're
we-
still planning on taking over this town? We didn't really have a chance to finish talking about that before this whole goblin.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll be completely honest. This town's empty. He says, and the Zentarum, they have the power. He says, shall I break it down for you, miss?
No, I understand what you're saying. If I were you, I would probably be concerned about what happened to the people that live here. It's not as though they're all dead. They seem to just be gone. If I were you, I'd be worried about them showing up and coming back and demanding their town back. I'm just asking if you have any insight on this mystery, to be honest.
All right, Killa. Why don't you go ahead and tell him what you know? Yep. Well, Killa starts speaking. It's as I said before. I came here. I had a room that was rented from Morak, the owner of their Nightstone Inn. And then about sometime this morning, all these rocks started falling from the sky. We saw a big castle up in a cloud. He says, I decided to stay behind, and Morak tried to save as many villagers as he can. It turns out that the dwarf, his heart was in his right place, but one of those stones there took out that bridge to Nandar Keep. That bridge you see that leads out to that mob. Having no other choice, from what I heard from Morak, taking the village alive and escaping to some nearby caves.
Okay.
I don't know much more than that, except that they left through that gate there. The one that has the drawbridge currently in its up position. And I think they headed north. And that's the truth of it. That's what
Okay,
Killa
well,
says.
thank you.
She nods.
So when you say north, do you say north into the forest or up towards Waterdeep?
Oh no, Waterdeep's to the northwest. There's some hills nearby, from what Morak was saying, real close. Contains a lot of caves, from what I heard.
Well, if the townsfolk do come back, we will, I'm sure, be happy to bear witness that when you came here, there was none here but us. But I would like at least a finder's salvage fee on anything you do acquire in this town.
Whoa.
Why don't you make me a persuasion check?
His first name is Pirate.
I know.
Let's see,
But-
persuasion, huh? Let's see. Oh, for Pete's sake! Oh, I rolled a 1!
Plus 5.
Zolkin laughs out loud and he says, wait a minute, you got stones on you, my friend. He says, we do all the searching and you get the finder's fee?
All right, fine. You drive a hard bargain. We'll do all the searching. You get the 10% finder's fee, and we get the rest.
He says, I'll tell you what. How about we make a deal right here, right now? I give you what I have in my pocket, 5 gems worth 100 gold each, and you walk out of here right now and never come back.
Well, sounds tempting. What do you fellas think?
I'm
And
not a
ladies.
part of this.
What, just me? I'll take
now-
all 5 and go?
Now, here's my question. To Kella and the rest of you, the 7 snakes, if we try to go and find the villagers and let them know what happened, are you going to stop us? Would you? Are you gonna object? Because
Zolkin, he rubs his chin for a moment and he kind of eyes you, and he says, "You know what? You saved my boy Tanner. You bring those villagers back. You tell them they can have their homes back. But you also tell them Zentarum are in charge now. We have the run of the town. And if they don't like it, they can pick up their shit and they can get out of here."
that seems very reasonable. I'm gonna just kind of nod to him, like.
Can't argue with that.
Okay, I'm back.
Why don't you give me a persuasion check as well, Marin?
Me, okay. Woo. Okay.
Nice.
I'll tell you what. Just because you're in my good graces already, he puts his hand to his belt pouch, fishes out what looks like a D20 shaped red stone, and he kind of flicks it in your direction. You catch it,
Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
he says, "That there's worth 100 gold, miss. It's all yours."
Thank you very much, sir.
Kella just crosses her arms and rolls her eyes. Kind of gives like a exasperated sigh.
Is everyone else okay with that? Like, I'm talking to the party that we go and
Well,
try to find
I'd
these
rather
villagers.
wait to go until the morning, but otherwise everything's fine.
Wait, so
Zolkin
what's
says,
going on?
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Somebody want to bring
pretty
up
late.
Ryan to speed?
We
Oh
talked
yeah.
about villagers.
Yeah. The
Okay.
Zentarum
Villagers.
take over,
Our plan is to get the
and-
villagers out of the hills and let them know that the Zentrum have taken over their town. They could still
Okay.
live here if they want.
Sounds
The
good.
deal is the villagers can come back, and like keep their stuff, but the Zentarum are gonna be in charge.
Did we find the whereabouts of Lady Nadar?
The who?
Probably
The town owner?
the lady that owns the town.
Oh yeah.
They're probably most likely in the cave, because Kella
Well-
explained that the Morak Ugre like took a bunch of villagers and went up to some caves a bit north of the town and some hills.
Well,
Okay.
it's possible there's someone in the keep.
Possible.
Yeah.
Do we want to go try to check
maybe
that somehow?
Before we leave, we should at least look around there and make sure that there's nobody there. See what's going on down there.
Sounds like a good idea. And then we can rest, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
What do we do with
Yeah.
Tot here? Should we let him loose out into the woods?
Oh yeah. That's not a good idea.
Tot says, "Yeah, let me loose, please. Little Tot don't do nothing to you."
Except for a lot
I mean, you
about there
kind
being
of did.
no more goblins.
Definitely, you tried to fight us and then lied to us, and so
Zolkin, what do you think?
He says, "Well, if I were you, I'd question that goblin and pull out every little bit of information that he knows and kill him."
That's a bit ruthless, don't you think?
He just shrugs.
you're talking to a
Ruthless is
member
my
of the
middle name.
Zentrum.
I don't know anything about that.
Listen, kid, I'm not the leader of the Seven Snakes for nothing, alright? This ain't my
Yeah,
first
this is true.
rodeo.
This is true.
Well,
So what are we gonna do? You want to question the...
Well, we've already
Goblin?
questioned Tot for all the questions we had for him. I don't feel like he'll
No, no, kill me, no, kill me!
have many
I
other
lead you
questions.
to the cave! I lead you to the cave! I take you to see Hark, Goblin boss. He very mean. He's got plenty goblins. Please don't kill Tut. And he starts pleading for his life, and he's sobbing.
Calm down. It's okay. Calm down.
Well, if he's willing to act as a guide, then he's got some value.
Yeah. I don't. All right. Okay, Todd. It's a good offer. I don't understand exactly what we would be getting out of going to see your boss.
I explain. Look, townsfolk come to cave. They try to hide, but cave already filled with goblins from Hark clan.
Oh.
Hark take them prisoners,
Okay.
then send us here to pillage town. He
Oh
looks
my
very
God.
sad about that. Not really.
Oh, well, that would prove useful, since we probably want to get the villagers out without any trouble.
I don't know if I trust this goblin, to be honest, my friends.
No. Tat no lie. Tat tell truth now. Tat just want to live. You let Tat go. I lead you to caves, and then you let me leave.
Can
Let's take
I
him with us.
roll to see if I think he's being genuine or if he's
Your
trying to
passive insight
double
tells
cross us?
you that he is pleading for his life, and all he wants to do is survive. But you can make an
Okay.
active insight roll to see if he's actually trying to lie to you. Because you study
Well, I
his...
wasn't so much thinking lying as thinking like, what if he tries to, if he means to sort of lead us into a trap or something like that. That's what I was worried about.
Go ahead. You can make me a roll.
Okay.
No, you don't get that impression. He
Okay,
seems to be
alright.
genuinely trying to lead you to the cave, and then he wants to get the hell away from you guys.
That seems reasonable. I say, we'd be happy to accept your guidance, Tot.
He just watched us slaughter his friends that he apparently told us didn't exist. So I feel kind of bad for little Tot here.
Yeah,
How about we go to the cave?
Let us
no, I'm giving him another chance.
let us travel south through that bridge if we can somehow do that, just to check it out before we leave.
Yeah.
At this
I'm
point, all the bandits, they start. The 7 snakes. They pull out torches, and they light them because it is fully nighttime at this point.
Oh yeah.
Do we have? I think I have torches, right? They'll probably come and explore
I'll cast-
kits.
Light. I'll cast light on my shield.
All right.
I'll
I'm not gonna,
light up
I'm
one of
not
my
gonna mess around
torches.
with the lighting, but just be aware that it's nighttime.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless you
I
want
light
me
up
to.
one of my torches.
Sure. And the 7 snakes, they're going into buildings. They're looking for stuff. They're looking for living people.
Okay.
Whatever the case is.
I'm gonna travel southward towards that broken bridge.
Be my guest if you feel like you can jump 25 feet. Or if you have a grappling hook.
Maybe
know,
we
we're
can
in-
make like.
We're in a town with rope and ladders and that sort of thing, I'm sure.
I think
All
we
right.
have ropes.
There's a bit of lumber here to be had, I reckon.
Yep. So Kareem, you get to that point in the bridge.
Okay.
1 second. You see a 70-foot long, 10-foot wide sloped bridge that apparently, obviously, used to connect the village Bailey to the mud. However, a falling rock destroyed a 15-foot long section of it.
Hmm.
From what you could tell, you think you could jump it, but you probably need a running start to do that, and it's probably not something easy to do.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
It shows some what look like pylons or posts in the middle. Are those just decoration, or are those actually there?
Those are actually there.
Right,
So
and
if
also,
you
there seems to be
actually,
a board on the left-hand side. Is that an actual board, or is that something else?
Gonna walk a little
Round line.
forward. Jump 5 feet.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you just walk to the edge and jump. That's an easy jump.
no,
Alright.
a better way
upwards.
to look at it is,
Upwards.
yeah, if you go to the bottom of the map, or if you zoom out, you actually see a side view of Nightstone, and that will give you a much better view of what damage was done to the bridge.
Whatever, Stephanie's over there, so I can actually see it.
Yeah, or you could do that too.
Oh,
No, I've said the map at the bottom. It's part of
Ramp it
the.
up.
It suffers a problem.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's like it's
All right.
skinny little
Okay. So
pylons,
it's
not really
no matter
something
where it
to
is.
balance
So that's a pretty good gap. It's not flat. It's
on. Line back over.
that's
here.
looks like more like 20 feet.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
No,
I
it's
could jump
15
it.
feet.
All right. I won't argue.
Yeah, I mean, the worst that can happen is that either you get impaled by one of the posts, or you flop into the water.
Or we climb down. We climb down to the bottom, wade across, and then climb up the hill on the other side.
Yes, you could do that too. That is totally an option.
Sounds like a lot of work for this
Okay.
late at night.
No, it's not that much work.
What do you guys want? What do you guys think we should do? Try to get over, or not get over?
Are you guys all there at the moment?
No, I'm
Yeah.
watching Tot over here.
But you're roughly in that area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Suddenly you guys, he kind of lets out a surprised yell, and then flying right over his head out of that nearby building, directly the one that's crushed by a rock. This is the guy Luck, by the way, who just yelled out that yelp. What you see is a cat with wings. Kind of
Where's
yeah, like
Where's
a cat.
this?
It like flies right out of that building. See where I just pinged?
Okay.
Yeah.
It flies right out of that building, kind of hisses at him, and then lands on top of the roof.
A cat?
A flying
A cat
So
with,
cute.
with wings.
cat with wings.
So anybody, you don't have to be trained. You can make me a nature check.
Nature check. All right.
Am I close enough to see it?
Yeah.
Because it's dark
I
out.
would say anybody who's in that area can see it.
Okay.
10s, 12,
10s and 12s.
18. There we go.
12 and 13, those are good enough.
Ooh.
Yeah. So what you
That
recognize?
is the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
It's a tressum, isn't it? A tressum. I read about
That's right. That's right. It is a tressum. So, tressum
hell
is a
is a
mischievous winged cat as big as a house cat. Has about a wingspan of about 3 feet. As you can see in the handout I just showed everyone.
Are they intelligent?
Damn cat! Winged cat, Luck says.
Oh my god. so
No,
cute.
they're just house cats with wings.
Wait, who's talking? Luck? Who's
Yeah.
Luck?
Luck
Luck
was
is-
searching that building when he scared the cat.
Oh,
and the cat like
got
ran
it.
out.
Got it, got it.
It's like, did any of you guys read that book, Cat Wings, when you were kids? Because that was a book that I had as a kid that was just about a cat with wings, and that's all I can think of right now. Sorry.
I have not. But it sounds hilarious.
Can I peer over to the other side of the bridge and see if I can, like, see, like, a loose board or something that I can, like, throw a rope around and try to, like, lasso it? Is that even possible?
Oh, no.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
Oh,
second.
not the
Let me-
cat.
Let
We're
me
talking
check.
about the bridge.
You don't want to lasso the cat,
Oh.
right?
Nope, not the cat. Not the cat.
Like, that's pretty harsh.
Yeah, so what you see are actually two windowless stone gatehouses, right on the other side of the bridge. They have wooden, they're high-pitched rooftops with wood shingles. You notice that there's a set of oak doors with iron hinges that are currently closed. So at this
the door's
moment,
closed.
you think that you can maybe jam... Do you have a grappling hook?
No. No.
Okay, no. Nothing to lasso around, but if you had a grappling hook, you could probably jam it into one of the shingles on the roof and then use that as an anchor.
What if I tied my rope to like a hand axe? Is that stupid?
No, I wouldn't say it was
Well,
stupid,
hang
but
on.
if you ever tried to throw a hand axe with a rope attached to it, it's probably pretty hard to get it to stick into something because it totally throws off the weight. So I would say that if you rolled an attack roll with disadvantage, you can maybe stick it into the wooden roof.
I have a question. This distance across the about how far is the distance across here? Like
15
the
feet.
gap.
Yeah.
And do I think that if I jumped across, like if I land on the other side, would it be like, would the edge be really rickety, or would I be able to
Well,
land?
you're
No,
jumping
it looks-
upwards too. Like, look at the slope.
Yeah.
Oh,
You would
going
need a
up?
running start, so it's not an easy jump.
Mhm.
The average person probably couldn't make it. But, somebody who was skilled in athletics and, had a running start could probably make the jump.
I mean, I have athletics and I have pretty good strength, so I thought I could just give it a shot.
Hey, if your character's confident you could do it, you could do it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm super confident.
Zenfel, do you think you
But I
can
could-
jump this gap? Or
No,
Maren?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself to give myself an extra D4 before I try. And
You can use your inspiration too.
oh yeah, there's that. Well, only if I need to.
There's that.
And
I'm going to deal some inspiration, by the way, to Kareem and Doug. So just give me a second. Oh, that worked. Perfect. Oh, come on. I
Okay.
don't know why, but for some reason the game thinks I'm a player, so every time I,
Trying to
Oh.
work stuff out.
yeah, it's like it doesn't know. All right, so let me try this again.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead. You can make your roll.
Before you
Um,
go, I want to give you some advice. Make sure to start on your left foot. I'm giving bardic inspirations. You've got another d6 at your
All right.
disposal.
There's no way you can fail. Just don't roll one.
Oh, son of a
yeah.
bitch!
Well, anyway.
Yeah,
And
I'm
make sure
just
to keep
gonna,
wearing your heavy
um,
metal armor before you make that leap over the water.
It's not that heavy.
Arr.
I mean, I could take it off if you think that would help.
Oh, Ellie, I'm sorry. I gave you an extra inspiration. That should not be the case.
Damn, you are inspired right now.
For some reason, I can't
gonna
click on the
roll.
D20 above you. All right,
I
well,
know.
these tokens are so annoying.
I
All right,
can-
so go ahead. Just
one.
click on it and then drop one on the table. Yep. That's
Yeah, there, get rid of it for you. How do I close it? Oh, there, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to, I'm gonna, like, put down, well, I'm gonna hang on, if I'm gonna do this jump, I think I'm gonna, because we were talking about the rope thing, tie a rope around my waist or something before I try it, because I don't want to float away in the water or anything if I mess up, and if I do get across, then I can anchor
Good
it on
idea.
the other side.
All right, that's a good idea. And
So-
where's the other end of the rope?
I'll hand it to Kareem, I guess.
Oh, that's a very good idea. Thank you.
Is
I
Kareem
hold onto
wearing
the
any
rope.
gloves?
Yeah.
He's got leather armor. He probably is.
It's not leather, but
He's got chainmail.
All right. I don't think about these things. I have scales. I
And
forget about
you're
each
using your
soft green
advantage,
skin.
right? You're using your inspiration.
Well, I'm using. No, I'm just. I have guidance and bardic inspiration, so that's an
Wait
extra
until you- looks
D4
like
and a
you-
D6.
All right,
So I
sure.
feel like that's pretty decent.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna get a little closer.
Pretty good roll.
Excellent roll.
Oh, very nice.
Don't even have
That's
to
not
use your
even
inspiration.
that's not even including your inspiration or the guidance.
Save the other one until after you fail.
Yeah, I'll keep the bardic inspiration then.
All right, so,
Doesn't Bardic Inspiration only last like
10
10
minutes.
minutes?
But anything can happen in 10 minutes.
A lot can happen in 10 minutes.
all right, so Marin, you are able to expertly long jump with a running start across the bridge. You land on your feet nimbly and without any issue.
Alright. Got it. I
Alright.
told you
Very
I could do
good.
Let's secure
Okay,
that sheet there.
um,
Just tie it here on a post here and tie your end. They will.
Okay,
You can swing across.
I'll tie
You
up.
don't really
tie up a
see immediate where to tie it to, except for maybe somewhere inside the gatehouse.
Well, these planks are so well. Those are some tight planks. All right.
Rope's only 50 feet.
No handrails.
Is there?
No handrails.
Yeah.
Man, who built
Is there
that thing?
something?
Can I tie it?
know, right?
Is there something right up here
Ocean
by
people are
the?
nuts.
Yeah, I'll give you
There's
a
something right
description
up
of the
here by
gatehouse
the-
again. So it is a you see a set of oak doors with iron hinges, two windowless stone gatehouse with wood shingled high-pitched rooftops. So you can open a door. Maybe there might be something to latch it onto inside.
Yeah. Well, it's.
You latch on the
it's just
doorknob.
that
Yeah, that might
Yeah, does
work.
the door
Yeah.
have a knob? or
I would
something like
say that the doors have large rings, large iron rings set into the oak doors that you could tie it to.
Hey, there you go.
that? Okay, I will tie the rope on that then, because.
All right, sure.
Okay. Can I tie it to the pillars that are holding up the bridge? Under the bridge?
Well,
Like hanging over?
yeah, there's a part that you can do that. Sure, that'd be okay.
Okay, so I tie it to that.
All right.
And watching from the distance, just kind of looking at what's going on. I get like goosebumps down my spine watching her like shield and her just jumping across the bridge, and I get all worried and I hop on Winter and I just go down over there close to everybody else. Oh god,
Alright.
what are you guys doing?
We are
Yeah.
getting over here.
Meanwhile, I will ignore them and I'm chasing after the cat. I'm sneaking
Yeah.
up on it.
So Zinfel, you notice that the cat
don't blame
actually
you.
has a little collar on it, and with tiny little bells.
Oh, belongs to someone.
And it kind of like is right next to Winter at the moment. Winter is kind of halfway hiding behind Zorana because he's never seen a creature like this, so he's kind of wary of it. So Zinfo, you're gonna try to catch the cat? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and, sneak up on it and, be friendly with it.
Yeah, sure.
Approach it
All right.
carefully.
So go ahead and make me a stealth roll. That's very good. And now you can make me a dexterity check to try to catch it.
Thanks, check.
It does not notice you approach.
Look at Dex save. Dex, there we go.
No. Well, it's not really a
No.
dex save. It's just a
Oh,
straight
so
up dex check.
minus,
Yeah, so minus 3.
3 from
Take 2 off that.
Minus 2 from that, yeah. So 18 is definitely good. And you managed to grab the back of the cat. And, yeah. It definitely hisses angrily at you, but you got it in your grasp.
I'll
It doesn't
try and calm
attack
it
you or
down.
anything, though. It seems like it's been, domesticated.
I'll feed it some ration.
Some good old dry rations.
There must be some
dry,
cheese in
some
there.
dry rations.
Dry cheese. Cats love that.
Yeah, they
Sausage.
probably don't.
Cat probably love sausage.
Yeah, if I have anything meat, a meaty ration.
What else do you have?
Those good old meaty rations.
Why don't you...
Just make sure it doesn't try to eat Aristophanes.
Ooh,
Beef
It
jerky.
it would probably like a
So-
little parrot.
A couple things you notice on it. First, it's got bloody paws.
Is
Okay.
it injured?
No. It doesn't look injured. You don't, as you examine it very closely, but not really sure. You'd have to really take a good look at it, or at least make a medicine check on it,
It's an
or
eagle.
animal handling. However, what I would like you to do. So I want you to make me a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion. I don't like this.
Not like this.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
Not bad.
So the cat, whose name apparently is Rilix, because you can read it on the little name tag that it has hanging from the collar around its neck,
Oh, Linux.
seems to take a liking to you, and it starts licking your hand, friendly, in a friendly manner.
Really?
Lollipop
Grammar.
all over you.
We'll get you out of this place, Relax.
So give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll have to create a NPC sheet for it, but Relix is now under your control.
Ooh. Cool.
All right. So that being said, Marin, you've tied the rope. Kareem has tied the other end to the other side of the bridge. Just want to be clear. How long is this rope?
15.
I assume it's a 50-foot rope. I'm not sure whose rope we were using, but the standard 50-foot rope length. At least I only have a 50-foot rope.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tie. Do you have one? And you didn't use yours, right?
I have.
I'm not sure whose rope we were using initially. Was that
Alright.
your rope?
My point is that you need to
or-
tie 2 ropes together because it's not long enough.
Okay, I take out my rope from my backpack and I tie it to the other rope, and I tie it under the pillar.
So you get the ropes nice and taut, and you now have a taut line of rope going from the door handle to the post in the bridge right under Kareem.
Okay. Oh, how's Winter gonna get across?
Winter doesn't have to get across.
Okay. Can I do like an athletics check to see if I can climb the rope all the way across? Or what?
Shimmy on the
Yeah,
rope?
if you are going to tightrope across the rope, that's an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna just hold on and like dangle.
Yeah, you could do that too, and I would say that's an athletics check. It's an average check.
Okay.
All right, perfect, no problem. You got across without any issues.
Okay. Come on, guys, let's go.
I'll walk across I'll type rope. Let's see how that works. I'm due for another one.
Seems like it'd be difficult.
Ah, I made it this
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Holy crap!
Nice.
That's very good. Yeah,
And you
tightroping is
dance over it.
significantly is significantly harder than climbing across the way Kareem did. By the way.
Wow.
Damn, you do the cha-cha.
Winter and watch.
Dan has to show off.
Arr.
Mhm.
Can we open the door? Is it Is it closed or is it locked? Like,
Yeah, you can open up the other one because it's a pair of double doors. Obviously, you don't want to open up the one that you tied the rope to.
Does it open inward or outward?
We can just leave one of them closed and open the other one, so it's not that important.
Yeah, I'm just curious though. Does the door open inward or outward?
It opens inward.
Inward. Okay. Cool. Is anyone else coming?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to ask. So, what about Zinfel and Zorana? What are you guys doing?
I will watch from here. What you guys do. Kind of stand watch too, I guess. These 7 snakes are snakes.
I'll tightrope across. Try. See.
All right. Just be aware that it's harder.
Or
I'm
I
gonna
could
get to
just
the
make
end
an
just in
athletics.
case he falls.
You can athletics across, which is kind of like dangling from it and then using your knee and hands to climb across.
Strength or dex.
Seems easier than trying to.
Yeah,
Use
so,
your deck.
but that's a much easier roll.
Don't be a show off like Dan.
Yeah, Dan was just like,
Drunk buzz.
All right, I'll just athletics across.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
Zorana, are you coming?
No, I'll watch.
Okay.
The cat just flies across the bridge and follows Zinfel.
I guess we'll go inside.
All right. So you open the door to that gatehouse. It is not barred, so you have no problems pushing on it. Give me 1 second. The first thing you see is that this keep seems to have been heavily bombarded by stones that have fallen from the sky. Let me just check the dynamic lighting here, because I want to get rid of this door. There you go. You guys should see into the bailey now.
Oh,
Yes.
So you see ramps that lead up to an 8-foot-high stone parapet that encircles the yard. Currently, you notice that no guards of any sort are standing watch or anything like that. The ramps, by the way, are on the left and right sides of the bailey.
oh, I see that.
You do see it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So bizarre.
Yep. And in terms of the keep itself, you see that the stones have smashed different parts of it. Let me... this is on a different side of the map.
Is there any signs of life in here?
Parrot.
Yes. You see a door directly here, where I just pinged on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh what? Sorry.
And that door is currently closed. This
Oh.
one.
I thought you said a boar, like like a pig.
No, it's a
That's no
door.
signs of life. It's like-
It is a
Okay.
single wooden door that is currently closed.
Okay.
Well, guys, do you want to maybe check on this
Zinfel?
door?
Zinfel, you also notice that there is some flickering torchlight from this direction.
Torchlight. I see torchlight.
Torchlight where?
When she points that out, you guys all can see it coming from the right side of the bailey, or your left.
Oh, okay.
Might be something
Well, they
there.
can definitely see our torchlight, so.
Hello? Anybody home?
You call out, and then you hear kind of like some scuffling noises, the sounds of maybe armor or weapons being drawn, and then a voice calls out, "Hello? Who there?
The
Um,
food delivery service.
we're travelers. Are you all right?
Travelers, you're not with those giants, are you?
No.
He says, we're very well defended here.
We're pretty small for giants.
I see that. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. We're just trying to figure out what happened. Make sure
Right.
everyone's okay.
Make me a persuasion check, please. You can make it with advantage, but actually an 18 is good enough. You don't need to reroll. Alright, so with that being said, you see a guard pop out. He's a human man. He's got like kind of like a light beard. He's dressed in armor. It's like leather armor, and he's got a shield and a spear. And he says, hello there. My name's Torum Breck. And who are you?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Breck. My name's Marin. We were just travelers passing by here when we realized that the town looked like it had been attacked. We just wanted to see if anyone was still here and if you were okay.
Oh, yes. I'm here with 3 other guards. Names are Sindiri, Alara, and Kalen. Unfortunately, our boss, Lady Nandar, I don't know how to say this, but she didn't make it.
Oh,
We're trying to figure out what to do next. To be completely honest, with that bridge out, we haven't been able to leave the keep here.
where is her body?
She was in the Great Hall when it happened. She was crushed by those falling stones. Come, please. You're not here to... He kind of like sizes you all up and stops mid-sentence. And trusting his instincts, he says, please, follow me. And he leads you inside around that crushed area where you guys are going to be on a different map, but it's not really important right now that you're there. But essentially what he shows you is what looks like a hall of some sort where like a noble would have visitors for like dinner, and with like a fancy chairs and like a large dining table, where they would entertain people. And this area looks like it's been completely collapsed, and there's several giant stones amidst the rubble and embedded into the ground. And you see 3 other guards, either human or half-elf, in worrying states. Like they all kind of like look at you guys with hands like half on their weapons, like careful in the event that you guys decide to attack them because they don't trust you, obviously. But aside from that, they all look like they're dirty and dusty, and like maybe they tried to pull a body out of the rubble, which you notice that there is a body laid out on the floor with a sheet covering it.
Oh.
Okay.
Torum Breck says, as I said, unfortunately, Lady Nandar did not survive the attack. We spent a few hours digging her body out from under the rubble, and now we're just trying to figure out what to do next.
Damn
Does
it!
she have any next of kin?
Oh, next of kin. Well, unfortunately, her husband died about a year ago, and the only other kin that I know of was a sister, but she disappeared some time ago. I don't really know where she is now. One of the women speaks up. She says, Oh, her sister, long gone. I heard she became a slave out in Moharan. I know that Lady Nandar was looking for her for years. It was like her personal side mission or something. Anyway, um, what's going on in the town there? We heard a lot of fighting.
While you were here, the other people in the town left, and then a bunch of goblins came in and tried to raid the town, but we sort of stumbled in on that and fought off some of the goblins, and now the Zentarim are here, and they're trying to take over the town, and they fought off the rest of the goblins.
Oh, when you
a lot
mention the
happened, to
Zentarim,
be
all
honest.
their eyes go wide at each other and start all.
Start what?
They all start talking at once.
Oh.
When
geez,
you mention
okay.
the Zentarim and their eyes go wide.
What are they saying?
It's kind of hard to pick out what they're saying, but they apparently do not like the Zentarim.
Chances are
And then also they start talking about the goblins and the villagers. And one of them says, "See, I told you those 7 horses were the Zentarim. Those people on the horses."
What were you gonna say, Dan?
Well, I'm not a huge
I
fan
was-
of the Zentarim either, but he's being raided by goblins, so
Are they still in the
We
town,
learn
those
about
goblins? Or did you take care of them?
we took out the goblins.
Oh, they look relieved.
But
Yeah.
there are more in caves, and apparently the villagers have been captured by them.
When you say that, they all look very worried. Oh no. See, what would happen normally in an attack is they would come here. But with the bridge out, I guess they had no other choice and they fled to the caves. But you're saying that what? They've been captured by goblins?
Well,
According to the one goblin
yeah.
survivor. There.
yeah, we took one goblin as prisoner, and that's what he said.
Which, by the way, what did you do with that goblin?
They're in the middle of town.
I did leave him in the middle of town, but I told him to be a good boy before I left him.
He's just gonna tie
He was
up
tied up,
his-
and there are bandits there, so
I don't think he would try to do anything.
I figured that
he probably will.
we left him with the Zentarim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, well, like I said, the guards look very worried, and obviously they all start arguing with each other again, like, "Oh, we should go out there and save the villagers." One of the guys says, "No, we need to stay here and take care of Nandar and give her a proper burial." One of the other guys says, "But we got Zentarum in the town," and they just seem like they can't agree on anything. At least that's what everybody but Pirate Dan kind of infers. Pirate Dan's just like, "Hey, there's some nice furniture around here."
Kareem, why was it that you were looking for this lady again? I can't recall.
Nandar.
What was your business with the? Yeah,
Well,
Lady Nandar.
She knew somebody that I had made in contact with, and I was looking to find them again for personal reasons.
All right.
Is it a complete dead end? Does she have anything on her that could maybe? Did she know Claire and where she went?
The
Well,
woman
we
who
haven't
was
looked at-
apparently close to Lady Nandar, who called herself Alara, she says, "Me and Lady Nandar were pretty close, and from what I know, she's been looking for Claire for a pretty long time. I know she kept a little notebook in her room, but that's
Where is
upstairs."
her room? Well, I guess I should head there.
She says, "I'm sorry, but who are you again? I can't just
It is
let
not
you into the
important.
lady's room."
She's dead. She'll hardly notice.
All the guards give you glare. Give you a glare.
I knew her sister. I had actually freed her from slavery.
Make me a persuasion check, but I'm going to give you advantage. Because you're being truthful. Alright. So 14.
Okay.
Lady, the guard named Alara, she says, alright. She says, you can come with me. The rest of you stay down here, though, please. Can't have everybody trudging around in Lady Nandar's room. I'm sorry,
Okay.
excuse me. Alright, so Alara leads Kareem deeper into the keep. She leads you through a door and then up a flight of stairs.
Okay.
You're kind of like in a four-way kind of hallway, like a four-way intersection hallway. And then she opens up a door into a room that's roughly 20 by 20.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. It appears to be intact. None of the stones actually crashed through here. It looks like a master bedroom. You see tapestries and oil lamps are mounted on the walls. Wolfskin rugs cover the floor. The room's centerpiece is a very large bed with an ornate headboard. You see it's sculpted with images of roses and foxes. 4 wardrobes stand against the walls. Each one looks like it's decorated with different seasons. And then you also notice that there's a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. The guard named Alara says, 1 second, let me go in first. And then she steps into the room and says something under her breath that's kind of hard to make out because your perception's not high enough. And then she says, you can come in now.
Okay. I walk inside.
All right.
Yeah. Does she get the book?
No. She's like, I have no idea where the book is, but you're free to look around.
Okay. I will investigate. See if I can't find it.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking for the book. I guess inside drawers or anything like that.
Yeah, so there's a large bed, there's 4 wardrobes, and there's a wooden chest at the foot of the bed.
Is it? Can I look at all of them? Is that possible?
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay.
So, you spend some time, and I'll get back to you later. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I want to try to convince them that they need to pick someone to be a leader so they can talk to the Zentarim.
How are you convincing them to do that?
I'm just going to try and suggest it to them. I'm going to say, you got to figure out which one of you fellers here or ladies is the most senior, who's been here in service the longest, and represent yourself as the leader of this here group. And I recommend that you say that you are the duly elected representative of the late lady. Otherwise, the Zentarim are probably just going to slit your gullet and throw you in the river.
Whoa. I don't think that's not what they have. So I kind of explain like the whole situation to them. That the Zentarim, basically the deal that they sort of offered us was, if the people of Nightstone come back, they're free to continue living here. The Zentarim won't take their possessions or anything like that, which is what they were originally planning to do. But that the Zentarim basically are going to be in charge of this town now. And, well, I wasn't going to argue with that because, I mean, this little group of people, we're not going to try and stand up to a big group of Zentarim fighters, but it's better to present it to the villagers on that account. But
all right. Well, the guards take in all your words. Torum speaks up and he says, "Well, this is very worrying. None of us really trust the Zentarim, to be completely honest. And when you say that they're here to take over the town, That doesn't sit really well with me. One of the other guards says, this interim aren't that bad. It's better than nothing. They did help these adventurers here get rid of those goblins. And then one of the other guards says, no way am I trusting this interim. Those guys can go to the 9 hells. And then they all start arguing again. But Dan, why don't you make me a persuasion check, since you tried to convince them that one of them should take the lead. Okay, so they seem to like argue for like a couple minutes, and you just kind of stand there and listen to their arguments. One guy says, well, I've been here the longest, I've been working... I trained her husband how to use a sword. One guy says, well, I'm the oldest, I have the most experience as a soldier. And the other one says, well, Lara's been Lady Nandar's friend for a number of years, maybe she should take the lead. And then one guy's just like, I don't want to be leader.
The very fellow.
But eventually they come to the conclusion that that Torm Breck should be the leader, because he's the one who's most capable with a sword, and this seems to be a combat situation. So Torm, convinced now that he should be the leader of the guards, says to you, Pirate Dan, listen, I may be good with a blade, and my fellow guardsmen here, they may trust me, but there's no way that we can deal with those interim ourselves. I think we're all in agreement, well, at least I am, that those interim shouldn't be here. And frankly, I don't feel real comfortable with them staying around in town. But frankly, there's not much I can do about that myself. Is there anything I could do to convince you to take care of them for us?
Well,
What do you mean? Cold-blooded murder, or...
No, nothing like that.
negotiation?
I'm not saying cold-blooded murder. I'm just saying, I don't know, convince them to go do something else. Buy them off. Whatever you can do.
I think
When
it was
you say
already so. It was already a bit of a step to get them to agree to not just loot this place and take all of your stuff. And I'm not sure we're gonna get. I don't know if we could get a better agreement than that. But if I were you, I would probably want to try to get the people back try to get all the townsfolk back from the caves, and if you're going to try to fight this interim, at least you could use the support of the rest of the town. I don't know if there are any other folks in town who are capable fighters, but it seems like the kind of thing you probably want to talk to the townsfolk about it first.
Okay, make me a persuasion check there.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage.
Woo!
Oh, very nice.
Natural 20.
Well, dang.
I'm so persuasively.
Listen, priest, you seem like a good sort, and I can see the wisdom in your words. Maybe you're right. At the very least, Morak's the only one that actually uses a weapon. But to be completely honest, it's just 3 of us. We can't go saving those villagers on our own. Unless you are able to do it for us and bring them back.
Well,
We will.
We were going to go and try and. I think we were going to. I'm looking over my shoulder at everyone else. We were going to go try to get them back anyways. So, obviously, if you want to come with us, we appreciate the help. But...
Well, I'm a little worried that if I leave, well, they'll have free run of the keep. And frankly, I can't let that happen. This keeps the bastion of leadership here in Nightstone.
Point.
Does it
Good
walk
point.
If it's
Maybe
a
I
good
could
idea.
spare a couple of the guards, but we'd be really tight then. And I don't know how well 2 people can garrison the entire mod.
Well, I have no objection to. We were going to going there. We were going to do that. We were planning to do that anyways, I believe. So it's up to you.
You should probably keep all of you here and keep the Centaurum from crossing over.
Yeah, I think
Till
that's
we
for
get
the
back.
best, to be completely honest. I mean, I'm a capable warrior, but these sorry saps, and he looks at the rest of the guards, he says, barely know which end of the sword to use.
Well, the fellers there, they did say that they were going to let anyone who lived here in the village to keep their home and to keep their possessions. So I think as long as you look threatening and say, "This is our home here, this side of the water," I suspect you can keep them at bay. Once they get a foothold in here, they'll probably be hard to dislodge.
Aye. Spoken true then. All right. Well, I think I hear your friend coming back down now. So, Kareem, you search through all the wardrobes. You find nothing but clothes for each of the seasons that match the wardrobes. Along with some occasional piece of jewelry or a pair of shoes or stuff like that.
Which I don't care about. I'm not going to take
yeah.
that.
The bed itself has nothing hidden in it, but the chest does have several items, which I'll tell you about right now. You see that the chest is divided into very small compartments. You find a velvet sack that's filled with a lot of money, mostly silver pieces, from the sound of it, because silver has a certain ting to it. You also see a small silk pouch that kind of feels like it has some sort of stones in it. Nothing resembling a book or paper. You also see a small jewelry box made of silver. You can open it if you wish. And then finally, you find a leather-bound notebook.
Okay.
As well.
I pick up the notebook and I turn to the guard and I say, "Is this the book that you were talking about?"
Yeah. I think that's it. I've seen Lady Nandar write in that a few times. And from what I know, that's where she kept her notes on Claire in.
Do you mind if I keep this and maybe I should find her, and if I do, I can bring her back here?
Her eyebrows furrow for a moment and she kind of sizes you up, judging if you're being deceitful or not. And make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Alright. She says, "Listen,
Thank for advantage.
you're obviously Mohorandi. At least I think you are. And for some reason, I don't have any reason to distrust you. If you say that you knew Claire, well, I can't stop you from taking the book, if that means saving Lady Nandar's sister, wherever she may be. So you can have it."
Okay, thank you very much. I put the book inside of my bag, and just because I want to look, I open up that silver jewelry case just to see what's inside.
Well, Alara says, she just gives you a look as you open it up, and what you find inside are 3 beautiful gold necklaces.
Wow. Okay.
Encrusted with numerous gems.
These are beautiful necklaces. And I close it and I put it back and I close the chest.
She says, listen, I know that whatever you're going to do to save Claire, wherever she may be, is not going to come cheap. You're probably doing this out of the kindness of your heart, but even kindness needs money. So tell you what. Why don't you just take that little pouch there filled with gemstones? I know that was Lady Nandar's rainy day fund, and
This is-
use that. Put that to a good purpose.
This is very generous. I take the thing, and I guess I put it in my bag, and I say, if I find her, it'll be well worth it.
She says, "You better."
I definitely will. And I will bring her back, I swear. I promise.
Good. She's the rightful ruler of this place. I hope that you keep your word.
And then I guess I gesture to leave and go back to see the others.
You gave this girl your name, right? This woman?
Sure.
She says, I never caught your name, actually. What was it
Oh,
again?
I'm sorry. My name is Kareem. Kareem Anzar.
Alright, Kareem. She says,
And I give a little bow.
well, you already know her name was Alara. She says, pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
I'll be here when you come back. And then she leads
Okay.
you down the stairs. And that's when, we pick up where I left off with the group last.
Okay.
So Kareem looks pretty happy. Like, he's got a look on his face of... like, he's satisfied. Like, he found what he was looking for.
Well, not as much as I wanted, but definitely something.
What did you do with the pouch?
I just put it in my bag that I'm carrying that has all my gear. My explorer's pack.
Sure. So Torumbrick says, well, Alara, looks like they voted 3-1 to make me boss. She says, good. I don't really feeling like taking that responsibility anyway. She says, listen, Kareem over here found what he was looking for in the room. It's pretty late. Are you going to be leaving right now for Nightstone, or are you, for the caves? Torum asks.
No.
I
Leave in
think
the
we
morning.
plan, to stay in one of the houses, maybe.
We were hoping to stay here. I don't know where the best place would be.
Maybe the inn.
Well, Torum says, you're welcome to stay here. There's not a better defended place than this keep itself. But
I
if
asked
you want
them.
to go to the village and take your chances with those Zentarum, that'd be my guest.
How are your food rations? Are you hungry?
Oh no, we're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
In fact, are you hungry? Maybe we should be offering you food, friends.
Are we hungry?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I have food. It's okay.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea, I
You
guess.
just went through multiple combats. You're kind of sweaty. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a bad
Rana's
idea.
still on the other side of the moat, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
The Rana is still on the other side of the moat from us. Yes.
Yeah.
She's still in the
Oh yeah,
village.
that's right.
Oh, that's
That is
right.
true.
I've been watching
So-
snakes and
so-
goblin.
So I think what we'll do is, Pirate Dan, assuming that Zerana is not going to cross back, says, how about you just give me a bottle of wine, and I'll go back to our friend Zerana, who's on the other side of the moat, and I can check on my donkey, and we'll spend the night over there in one of the inn. The rest of you sleep here in the fine beds here.
I'm fine.
All right,
Whatever you think is best.
that's fine. Well, good luck to you,
Linda?
folk.
Did you need food?
A guard brings you a bottle of wine. They also give filled with apples and cheese and some bread,
Excellent, Will.
along with
Nice.
a couple of steaks of meat wrapped up in paper.
Not cooked.
Not cooked, but they do look like they are a little salted, like they've been preserved.
Okay.
I'm sure we can find a fire somewhere on the other side of the moat.
Yeah. All right. So I take it then that you guys are leaving.
Now, let's get
Yep.
back to Zerana.
All right. So you can move yourself off
Wait.
to the other side.
Before we go, I want to
Right.
ask them, Do you have any way to get on the other side? You said you guys were stuck here. Should we leave the rope? What do you guys think?
Oh, I don't think we'll be leaving, actually. I think we're going to stay just right here until those Zentarum decide to be on their way. Actually,
Okay.
Dan, don't move yourself across yet.
All right.
We're going to take the rope then, just in case, so the Zenharam don't try to kill you all, or try to even come here. We're
That's
going to
fine
be
with-
removing the rope.
That's fine with me.
We should probably ask for their
I
assistance
thought
in that. They can untie it
some
for
of
us so we can
were
pull it
gonna
back.
Stay here overnight, or I thought some of us were staying in the keep overnight and some of us weren't.
Did you want to stay here?
I mean, I don't have a
preference.
particular preference, but I thought
Uh,
the plan was that Dan would go back and the rest of us were gonna stay here in the keep tonight.
Dan just said he
Um,
wanted to. No one else said if they wanted to or not.
I think I'm gonna go to the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to you
Yeah,
guys
I mean,
if you want to
I'll
split
go
the
back
party.
as well.
I have no problem
I
with it.
think not a whole lot would happen overnight, most likely. But yeah, I'll stick with whatever everyone else is going to do. I'll go back as well.
I'm kind of figuring, well, my character, Kareem, is kind of figuring that Zarana is on the other side, and he'd rather keep that group together for now,
Yeah.
since she's not gonna come over.
Understandable. Yeah.
All right.
And since we already kind of have relations with the
Zentarum.
Zentaran, it's kind of weird if one of us just is like disappeared for a night.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I wait
So,
until they
who's
come
going
back.
across?
Oh
Who's
yeah,
going
we have to
across
climb.
first?
I'll go across.
And Torum follows you because he's gonna undo the rope on the door handle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You think it's actually easier to go hand over hand? Is there any advantage going downhill over uphill?
I would say that it would probably be easier to go downhill if you're using athletics hand over hand.
Athletics it shall be.
Yeah, athletics strength using your athletics using your strength with advantage.
Right, so that's good.
All right, so you succeed, no problem.
Aristophanes also makes it across.
All right, who's next?
I'll go, I guess. Or
Alright.
does anyone else want to go?
All right, just go ahead. You guys can all make the rolls.
Okay.
All right, Zenfo, you're good. Ellie, you're good. Kareem.
Sploosh.
Oh shoot!
Oh no.
All right,
I'm
so
the last one
Kareem, yeah, you are the last one because you're the last one to make a roll. You try to get across, but your hands slip, and you find yourself getting closer to the water, and then a huge splash.
I can't make like a saving throw or something.
No.
Oh no.
So you fail and you fall in. You don't take any damage. You're just wet and in the water now.
Help
Is he
me!
sinking or is he good?
He's
There's
sinking.
a pile on there.
Yeah.
Can I grab one of the pillars that are to the side to try to keep myself
Yeah.
above water?
Pretty well.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, let me lower you down a rope, you fool.
Well, yeah, Torum also tries to undo the rope. So, but Pirate Dan, you have a rope of your own. You lower it down.
Yeah.
And Kareem, you can go ahead and grab it. And are you
Okay.
climbing the rope, or is Pirate Dan pulling you up with the help?
I'm
of
gonna
a few
make it
other
fast, and he's gonna have to climb his own rope.
people? All right.
Okay,
so go ahead,
I'm
make me an
climbing.
athletics check.
Not like
This,
this.
this is easy.
But I'm helping. See.
Yeah. All right, you're fine. It's a DC 5. So you're just wet and a little embarrassed, but you get back up onto the bridge.
Don't worry, friends. I am fine.
There's probably a blanket around here somewhere.
Unfortunately, you do get the book wet.
I do?
Yeah.
It was in my bag though.
Oh, your bag's wet.
Bags.
The leather book. Well, you can spend the evening airing out the pages.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a plot twist.
All
Waiting
right,
to happen.
So that being said, you guys are doing what now?
Since I see him all come safely now, I say, well, besides that fiasco, I didn't hear much chatter from over there, and it was pretty quiet. And it also seemed to be quiet here as well. The 7 snakes didn't seem too troubling. But what did you guys find over there?
When?
Can we just generally bring her up to speed?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. How about we, if we find the least damaged and least bloody house and just move in?
Just camp out.
Yep.
Probably the best place to camp out in would be the inn.
Okay.
Unless
Make
you
our
want
way
to go
towards-
searching other houses, but at this point, Zorana, you saw the 7 snakes ransack the town. They've searched every building.
I'm gonna just go to the inn.
Yeah.
All right.
How's
So you
Todd?
guys, Tot is still there, tied up. He's sleeping, actually.
Should
Drag him
we?
into the inn so he doesn't
I'm gonna grab
freeze
him
to
like
death.
a little baby, swaddle him to the end.
All right. He's pretty smelly, but you're able to get him into the inn, no problem. So I assume at this point that you guys are going to eat and then start taking your long rest, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Is
There's a
anybody
few
doing
things that-
anything?
We're
Yes.
gonna set up
Yeah.
a watch. Because who knows?
Should we sit watch?
All right. So you guys talk about it for a couple minutes. I just need to go to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
You can take a break if you want.
I'm gonna probably count my gems, and don't worry, guys. I will give you some. I'll split it evenly amongst the party. But I haven't taken a look at it, and I'll definitely check my book too to see if it's like ink smudged or something. Did you guys want to do a lookout?
Should probably keep a watch. Pirate Dan can can cast the alarm ritual, and actually we can want to worry about someone entering the building while we're asleep if you're worried about it.
That's a good idea.
We could do that.
It's pretty convenient.
How long does that last for?
8 hours, I think.
8 hours, I think.
Ah, cool.
Well,
Check that. Let's see.
8 hours.
8 hours here.
get some more pie.
So, and there's nothing that prevents me. As a ritual, it's going to take me 11 minutes to cast. So over the course, willing to burn an hour, I could cast several of them. Probably get all the doors. So we'd at least know if there's entering or coming in, messing with us in the middle of the night. Should we all fall asleep for whatever reason? But I think we should still keep a watch.
So, how are we doing shifts? Like,
Alphabetically.
of course.
Unless you like reverse alphabetically.
Well, we don't have any else.
Just pick to have a random, why not?
And stay up all night, so.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, so if I heard you correctly before, you said that you were going to be taking a watch, and it looks like looks like Pirate Dan's casting a alarm spell.
Yes.
With his ritual.
Okay, I'm going to spend our first hour while people are cooking or our dinner or whatever, setting up a few alarms around the obvious entrances, and then I'm assuming a 20-foot cube should handle us. There are beds here. Are we all sleeping in a common area, or were there separate rooms? Doesn't look like it's big enough to have separate rooms.
Oh yeah, the Nightstone Inn has 2 floors. I'm sorry if I said that it had 1 floor before, and there are 4 bedrooms upstairs, but 2 of them have been crushed by falling boulders.
Oh, so there's 2 beds.
2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms.
Okay.
So you can always like drag a bed to another room if you or just sleep on the floor. That's totally fine as well.
Okay.
I mean, I have a
in
bedroll
terms
and
of
one
actually
sleeping
searching
on
the inn,
floor.
you wish.
I'm back.
Yeah, we should.
I'm sure there's not going to be much left after the snakes got to it.
Oh,
Probably
that's
regular
true.
provisions and things.
Yep, that's right.
I was gonna count the gems and see like what's in there.
Yeah, so you open it up, and what you actually find are four oval-shaped silvery black gems.
Okay.
They look pretty
Okay.
expensive. They're very polished. They're maybe like star opals or something like that.
Would I know their value?
Yeah, you can make
History.
an intelligence check or
Alright.
nature check if you're
Let's
trained in
look at
nature.
I'm not, but I guess it's the same as an intelligence check, so.
Yep. All right. Your best guess is they're about 100 gold each.
Okay. Divide that by 5. That's what is
80.
that? That's math. Okay, 80. Got it. Perfect.
I've got.
Yep.
I also have that value. The Zentarim guy gave me a gem worth about 100 gold as well.
Well, there we are. That makes
Oh.
it even easier to divide. 5 gems, 5 people.
Yep.
Okay. I give everybody a gem, and I say, this was for helping the guards out, and for a promise that I made. Maybe you guys can help me with it, if you so wish.
Oh, of course. Any bribe in a storm there.
Okay. And then I wanted to look at the book and see how ruined it was because it fell into the water.
It's wet. Some of the ink is illegible.
Oh, not like
It's
this.
run into some of the pages. It also seems to be some sort of journal. So fortunately for you, most of the journal parts are kind of ruined. But the notes on the last few pages that seem to be toward the back end of the book deal with Claire. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this. I'm going to give you control of it, Ryan. Unless you show it to people. But you should now have it in your journal. You see it?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, in the meantime, you guys said that you were searching the inn, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Somehow, they missed something during their search here. Zinfel, during your search of the inn, passively, you find something in a room on the second floor. What you could tell is that one of the floorboards seems to have buckled from the stone that crashed through the northwest corner of the inn. And you spot like a little glint of light. And what you can see is under the floorboard, there seems to be some sort of small chest. Jay, are you there?
Jay?
I think Jay fell asleep.
Not like this.
There's no way.
Perhaps someone else found him.
Yeah, maybe. Let's say someone else found
Oh, he's
that.
there.
Oh.
Okay.
Just
Mic
a sound.
No, we can't
no
hear
one can
you.
hear you.
No.
Type away.
Yeah, I don't know if you actually heard what I said, Jay.
Zinfel becomes monotone.
I heard about the chest. I
Oh,
heard-
there you go. We can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I muted myself and unmuted, so I'm good. All right. So yes, I check out the chest.
Actually, the chest is much bigger than I described. It's kind of like hidden in the. It's not in the floorboards.
I pry back some of the floorboards to try and loosen out the chest.
Yeah.
If we
so-
take what's in here and we don't tell that group, they're gonna get really mad at us.
Just put some old clothes in there. They'll never be the wiser.
Destroy the chest. I mean, they'll just think it's part of the
That's
big
actually
story.
really smart. Just put some clothes.
So,
Yeah.
Zinfel, you kind of throw back some of the panels. You actually notice that there was probably a button that opened up this hidden panel on the wall, but that button is no longer working. But using your, why don't you go ahead and make me a strength check? Otherwise, you're gonna need some help.
Strength. Sure.
Use your crowbar.
Oh,
I don't need it.
yeah, you don't even need it. You actually managed to peel back some of the wooden panel.
Man, you are buff.
What you can tell, what you can tell is that there is a kind of like a rectangular shaped chest in the wall. You heave it out, you lay it on the floor, and you open it up. Oh, I'm sorry, and you notice that there's a lock on it.
Maybe we had somebody who knew lockpicking.
Oh,
I'm I know someone.
Just so happens.
Yes,
Oh.
it's me.
very nice.
Whoa.
So you fiddle with the lock for a minute or two, and then you get it unlocked and popped open. You actually notice that the lock seems to be some sort of dwarven lock. It's pretty tricky at first, but you're able to pop it open, and I assume at this point you open the chest.
Oh yes.
Okay. What you see is a dwarf-sized chainmail. It could potentially fit Marin because she's kind of got like the same build. You also notice that there's a geometrically shaped dwarven helm in there, and then you see a leather bag that seems to be cinched up at the moment, like a large pouch.
All right. Unravel the pouch.
All right, you feel it heavy with the weight of coin. What you see is the glint of many coins of gold. You see two blue shaped gemstones, and then you also notice that there is a potion in there. The potion is blue, and it's kind of fizzy and steaming in the vial itself.
Steamy potion. Check.
Almost like the potion's boiling on its own.
Seltzer.
I'll spend some time to examine it.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm
Gas
sleeping.
alarm, cooking
Yeah.
steaks.
All right.
I ate food, went to bed.
All right. Sure. So you count out the coins, examine the potion. After about an hour, you determine that the potion is a potion of heroism.
Cool.
You also see that there inside the coin pouch is 45 gold, and those two gemstones. You can make me an intelligence check or nature.
That's what that's called, guys. The potion. By the way, just because I happen to have it on my list.
Ooh.
Yep.
Did
So
well.
your nature check tells you that these two gemstones are blue opals, and they're worth about 100 gold each.
Huh. More coin or gems. There's so many gems.
As for the armor and the dwarven helm, those things are magical.
They
Oh, what?
are, they aren't.
They are not.
Okay. Marin, you're wearing chainmail already, right?
I'm wearing a chain shirt. I think. Wait, let me check. I might have full on chain now.
Yeah, it's a chain shirt.
Yes, chain shirt.
I looked at your
Okay.
character sheet today. I was like, why is your AC so low? And then I realized, changed shirt.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference.
Just realized there's one thing I forgot to do. I gotta put the donkey
I think I
in the stables.
Ah, yes, yes.
I think
okay.
I think I picked the chain shirt because I didn't want the stealth disadvantage. But
Ah.
That I have right now. Feels bad, man.
14 plus. Yeah, because I didn't really want the stealth disadvantage, and it comes out to the. Similar with my shield up, but I mean, if we have a set of chainmail, I would very much be willing to use it. But
Yeah,
I was
I'll come
buying
down and I'll
armor
share my
and
spoils.
chainmail.
I found a chest, guys. Anyone here use chainmail? It's dwarven make, but
I can wear that. I would. It probably belongs to that dwarf that we know runs the inn, but until we.
You mean the
find
feller
him,
who owns this
we won't
building?
attack, but-
I think it might belong to him.
so when we free him, he will say you're a thief.
Oh no! We bring in the chainmail and say, "Look here, we brought it for you," but we had to try it on first to make sure it fit.
Well, I don't.
It's a good plan.
I think most people probably wouldn't mind you using their armor in the process of freeing them from enemies. I'll give them back.
All right. Okay. Anything else for the night? Are you actually putting on the armor?
Sleeping?
No, not. I mean, not right now. I'm not going to sleep in armor.
Okay, got it. Does anybody actually take their armor off to sleep?
Absolutely.
So here's what I
Yeah,
do. If you're
totally.
proficient in your armor, I'm going to say that that's good enough for you to sleep in it. I don't really care about that. I'm not going to give you levels of exhaustion or anything like that. That's just my rule. So
Let's
you
sleep
can
in
sleep in
my
your
armor.
armor if you really wanted to.
I feel like we're pretty secure, and I'm not going to bother sleeping in my armor because I feel like the chances of us getting ambushed in the night or something are pretty low, especially with those alarm spells. So I'm
Okay.
I just like.
Yeah, same here.
bother.
This is it.
Keep my
Probably use my jacket as a blanket.
All right. So describe to me then how you're taking your watch.
Go with alphabetical? Let's go with alphabetical. Come on.
Yeah.
In
It's easy to
alphabetical order.
Dan says we should go in alphabetical order.
That's
Oh,
what
that
we
means I
do.
got first watch, just as well. Unless you want me to go under P for pirate. All
All right. How long is each shift?
1 hour and 45 minutes, of course.
It's very
If we
precise.
divide it up evenly, that's what comes to, I think.
All right. So 1 hour and 45 minutes. Are you being serious?
On the dot.
Why not? It doesn't matter. I'm saying 1 hour and 45 minutes. That way you get 8 hours of sleep.
All right. So one person's taking watch while the other 4 rest and sleep and stuff like that, right? I assume you guys
Yep.
are sleeping. None of you are elves, so it's not like you're trancing. All right. So what's the order?
Alphabetic. So Dan, Ellie, Kareem, Zirana, Zinfel.
I like how you mix like real life names with character names.
What?
So are we keeping Doug's suggested order? Is that it?
Yep, that's the one.
like
That's the perfect order.
Alphabetically.
So Dan,
Perfect.
Ellie, Kareem, Zirana. All right. So on Zirana's watch, something happens.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. You sure? That's exactly 7 hours in.
Not like this.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. No, you guys will get the benefit of the full long rest because technically, you started it and you had an hour to eat, so everybody's got the benefit of the full long rest. But it's still nighttime. It's very early, like almost like dawn is starting to come, so like the skies are starting to lighten up. When you hear a lot of commotion, coming from outside and to the north. You almost hear these guttural roars, and the best thing I could describe is probably like a distant, off-sounding horn, also coming from the north.
One.
Oh, well. Okay.
Now, who's actually resting on the second floor?
I think we
think it's
decided to.
First.
I think we decided to all stay on the first floor so that we'd all be, within
There's
that
you.
those.
I was on the first floor.
Humph.
All right.
All right, fine. We'll all be in the same room. Fine. I brought a
All right.
mattress down. That's fire.
Pirate mattress.
All right, fair enough. So, give me 1 minute. I need to shift layers here.
Now it's already 8:17. Are we going late, or are we just?
We
go
play
past
till
eight?
11:30.
Okay, sorry.
Normally we
Yeah.
play till 8:30.
Okay,
What
good enough.
time? What time is it where you are? I forgot.
Well, for me it's 11:17 because I'm on the East Coast with Jay.
Alright, yeah. So we got a little bit more time. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you're only 1 hour behind, right?
Yeah, it's 10:20 over here.
So
Oh.
we're gonna play
Get
what,
up at, like,
another 15 minutes, and then
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of set up the scene, and that would be a good point for a cliffhanger for next
Cliffhanger,
week. Because we are playing on next Tuesday, but we're not gonna have Jay.
all right.
All right.
Alright.
So, like I said, what you hear is just what I described: an off-sounding horn, some guttural roars, and some commotion within the town itself. Like you hear some horses neighing, some shouts from outside in the village itself. Sounds like Zolkin is giving orders to people, like, "What the hell's going on here?" He said, and what are you guys doing? Why don't we start with Kareem? What are you
Putting
doing,
my
Kareem?
armor on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So putting your armor on, I believe. What kind of armor are
It's
you
gonna
wearing?
take us 10 minutes.
Chainmail.
Yeah, it's gonna take you 10 minutes.
Well, I'm doing it as fast as I can.
All right, so you're putting armor on. Next person then is. What are you doing?
Next person's who?
Zarena?
Oh.
It like cuts you off sometimes. Just getting my jacket on and kind of like waking up to all the yelling outside and kind of mumbling to myself. Be quiet.
Okay. By the way, I noticed you said a couple of times that I've been cut off. Did that happen to me last week too?
Don't
It's not.
remember.
I don't think so. Not
it's
on the
not a
not when
huge
we were on the
issue,
Google
it's
Hangouts
just, like,
site.
Yeah, it's,
It's like
not
your
a huge
mic
issue, it's just
stops.
sometimes. Yeah. Every so often you just kind of pop out and like we might miss like one syllable of a word you're saying, so it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Terrible.
Maybe next time what I'll do is I'll just use Google Hangouts again, and then we'll test it just to see if I have that problem again as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Zinfel, your turn. I assume that the potion of heroism is currently in your possession along with the 2 gemstones.
Yes. I will divvy them up eventually. Perhaps. I will go to a window or a door, whatever's closest, to see what's going on outside.
Well, you're on the first floor, so you ain't gonna see anything past the palisade.
Oh, right. Oh, so maybe I should, no, let me head upstairs so I can get a bigger view.
Okay. So you have enough movement to take a double move upstairs. You look out of what window? Actually, hold on. Let me make sure that there are windows to the north. So yeah, there's the windows. There's 2 windows to the west and 2 windows to the east. However, I'm sorry. There is a stone that crashed through the northwest section of the inn, so you can kind of stand there and look in the northern direction where you heard the horns coming from. And then what you can see
Yep.
in the distance, in the faint glow of the moonlight, are a number of shapes, almost 24, large figures bearing axes running in the direction of the town.
Large
Large?
figures, as in.
Large
They horse-sized large?
They are heavily muscled, football player-sized dudes.
Okay.
So when you
Barbarian.
look at them,
Large
it,
and medium.
yeah, at first you think they're just like humans, but then you realize that they're not. They're actually wearing hide armor, and you see that their skin is kind of like a grayish green.
Orcs. I yell orcs.
All right.
Could be.
So that was
Oh, God.
Zinfel and Pirate Dan.
All right. I'm going to grab my armor and a bottle of wine and wander outside in my nightshirt. And I'm going to send Aristophanes to the palisade so we can see what's over the top. So we keep an eye
All
out.
right. There's a little bit of chaos going on inside the square. You see some of the seven snakes are also waking up, getting themselves situated. Most of them slept in their armor. So you move the Aristophanes to the palisade, and I believe it's an action to look through his eyes.
That's fine. I'll stand here with my armor in one hand, my wine in the other, and my standing in my nightshirt in the middle of the square.
Okay. So assuming that you do spend the action to look through his eyes, then
Yes.
in the distance you also see almost 24 what looks like orcs, or what can be best described as orcs, making their way, running with all haste toward the village.
But how long is it going to take him to get here? A minute? 10 seconds? What are we looking
10 minutes, maybe?
No. They're much closer than that.
What?
Much closer. They're only about 200 feet away from Aristophanes.
at? 200 feet. If they're running, they could probably manage close to 100 feet a turn. So we're talking 3 turns at most. But the the drawbridge is up, right?
Yes, it is.
They're carrying a bunch of ladders with them?
No. You can easily spot that they're not carrying any long ladders with them or anything like that.
All right, so it's going to take them at least a moment or two to.
Enough to put some armor on.
I don't know.
So
I don't know if
my
we have
pants
about
on.
ten
Not
minutes.
10 minutes enough, but yeah, you can get your pants on next turn. Ellie, what is Marin doing?
So considering that there's might not be enough time to like fully put my armor on, I think I'm going to prioritize preparing my spells for the day instead, because that takes I believe 1 minute or like something like that. I'll have to double check.
If you're not changing your spells, I don't know if you have to prepare anything new.
I would like to change them
Oh.
though, because I have some stuff prepared that let's see. 1 minute per spell level.
It's not going to take them even a minute to get to the door, but but then they do have to cross over.
Yeah, I know, but if I prep my spells, I can at least have, be a little more prepared than if I.
Awesome.
Because I have my
10
spells right now are like
minutes.
detect
Oh, actually,
magic
I have a better
and
image
stuff,
to show you.
so.
All right, so that's fine. You're gonna start preparing your spell list. Just make sure that that's actually the case and that it does take you a minute to change it.
Yeah, it says preparing a new list of spells requires time spent in prayer and meditation. 1 minute per spell level for each spell on your list. Does that mean 1 minute for each spell that I'm preparing, or 1 minute overall because they're first level spells?
Yep.
Which one you're preparing.
The way I read that is each one that you're preparing. 1 minute
Oh.
per spell level.
So 1 minute for each spell that I'm preparing, so it would take me 4 minutes to prep all the spells.
Yeah.
If you're changing them all, if you're just changing one or two,
I'm just gonna stick with my old list then.
Okay. No problem. So if that's the case, then what are you actually doing?
I don't know if I have time to put my armor and stuff on. Um,
All right.
I guess I'm gonna get my shield out and stuff.
All right. Cool. All right. So the orcs, roaring. Whoops. Get closer, and I think this is a good place to stop. As they start to, they see the town, and you can actually hear one of them call out, "Take that village, boys!" And we'll stop it there for the night.
Cool.
Next time, sleep
hey guys,
in
you
armor.
can sleep in your armor with no
Never.
penalty. Oh no!
I guess whenever the
not
DM
that.
asks to sleep in armor, they say yes.
That was a bad
Otherwise,
move.
I did ask.
Sure.
I know.
Did anyone sleep in their armor?
No.
Oh, not like
The
me.
I
Zentarim.
don't
The
think so.
Zentarim slept in their armor.
I use it as a blanket. And
Yeah,
it's
the
like
Zentarum
regular
did.
armor.
Yeah. I don't think Jay said that he wasn't either, right?
I still have mine, but I'm not going to be here to help you next time. So
Hiding carefully.
I'm hiding.
Kareem, what's your AC without armor on?
Probably the same as
Temp
anyone's
dex.
AC without. It's like 10.
What's
Or
your
is
dex?
Oh, it's with
It's
Dex.
10
My Dex is 0,
plus
so
Dex.
it's 10.
Oh yeah, okay, me too.
Has a
Yay, we're
shield.
both really good.
So
So
you know
yeah,
what?
so we both
Yeah, you
have.
could
That means that both of
don
us would
the
have
shield.
12 AC.
He'll just takes an action. That's easy.
Yeah, I'm.
Can I action surge to make myself put on my armor faster?
Well, I'd give you an extra 6 seconds worth of action.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Before you
There's
guys
no
go,
way.
can you just roll me initiative so we could save some time next week?
Sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we're gonna hop right into combat. I was just trying to prepare.
Guys, maybe we should talk it out of him.
I mean, I only have leather armor, so it's only gonna take me a minute.
Let's be civilized, yeah?
Oh wow. I guess I might or might not be ready.
We could just let the 7 snakes take care of it. They seem like a...
They seem
Rowdy
like a good
bunch.
that would love
Hey,
to
and if they all
bunch.
die, and then we get the townsfolk, like, they'll kill each other. Like, they're both evil. Easy.
It's perfect.
It's a plan.
2 birds with 1 stone.
All right. So, did you guys have fun today?
Yeah.
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 Damn
All right. Cool.
goblins.
Damn golf. Yeah. All right. I know they weren't much of a challenge. I was trying to create some suspense there. I don't know if
They're
it worked.
kind of challenging.
Well, they
How often we miss
chasing them down is a pain in the neck, I tell you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for playing, guys, and I will see you next Tuesday on the 4th.
I wanted to ask everybody to write some kind of visual description of their character, maybe like colors, outfit style, and I want to draw everybody's characters.
Oh, cool. I was actually working on drawing Marin, so I can send you my picture, and then we can both draw everybody's characters.
I'm going with my Keith Richards picture.
I could draw something that looks like that.
Yeah, I did not even realize, and then until earlier today when I was updating my character sheet, and I was like, oh my god, that's what Pirate Dan's picture is. That upset me. I was like so mad.
That's great.
And I know last week you had us go up a level. I'm assuming this time, no.
No, not this time. I'm sorry.
Alright, just as well. Just want to be sure.
Soon,
I
though.
was, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure after we kill a few hundred orcs.
Oh, it's only 22 orcs. You'll be fine.
Oh, jeez.
We're hardly outnumbered. Oh, you Alright.
Hey, you got the
we
7
are
snakes
in
on your side, right?
a nice defensive position.
Like I said, we
so-
just let the 7 snakes take care of it. They all die, and then we jump in afterward. After I got my damn armor on.
If we can get a bunch of them in the line, I can breathe lightning for the first time, which I've just been waiting to do, but there's been like no opportunity to so far to use my
Hit
dragon
a bunch
breath.
of them in like 5-foot squares around them, like in Hail of Thorns. A bunch of
I do have my shield too, which gives me 2 AC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
me and you are both coasting on 12
12.
AC if we're not armored. So
oh boy.
that's lovely.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I have one of my spells gives +2 AC to someone as long as I concentrate on it. So that's why I asked, because I was thinking like if one of us has better dex, then I could use it on the person who would have lower AC. But nope, we just both have 12, so it's fine.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
It's like 12 is the going rate here.
Was there a lot of orcs?
22?
You just
22
there's
orcs?
22
22
orcs.
orcs.
Did he say
Oh.
Oh, wait.
I said 22 orcs, yeah.
that? Holy baloney.
Oh. Guys, I think we should just dip. I think this town is fucked.
Inside the town, I'm okay with the drawbridge, unless I try to climb over the friggin' walls and destroy a thick like, wooden fence. I
Yeah,
don't think
how
they can get
many-
in here that easily. We're not just gonna let them.
I mean, this is a town with a palisade and stuff. Like we could probably,
kill them over the wall.
you know, yeah, snipe them.
Yeah, you could like go up in the church tower and like shoot them from afar, Susan.
I mean, shot goblin halfway across the town.
Yeah, if there's little like murder holes in the wall, we can shoot at them.
Yeah.
I can like peek my eye through a wall and sacred flame them.
And
Can yell nasty things at them from afar.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot, but aren't goblins humanoids?
Yeah, goblins are
Goblins are, and
humanoids.
so are orcs. I think orcs are
I
humanoids.
have a favorite enemy, it's a humanoid, which gives me a +2 bonus damage to rolls on the new ranger stuff.
Yes, that's right.
All humanoids?
You haven't been
Wow,
counting
that's a
that?
deal.
I have not been rolling that at all.
Yeah, it's just a little extra
It's
damage.
just
It hardly-
+2 damage.
I mean, I think that all of the humanoids you hit in this session, you just one-shotted
One
them.
shot anyway.
Yeah.
But don't you also have
fighting.
advantage on all initiative rolls?
Me?
No.
That's
Yes, you do.
definitely
I do.
part of the new ranger.
On
Yeah.
all initiative rolls? I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, it's
It's part of
advantage
your
on
natural
initiative.
explorer. Apparently,
You get it at like first level.
Oh, you have advantage on initiative
you're
rolls.
if when you're at 10 feet of the planet Earth, I believe you get
Oh.
that's your
I mean,
preferred.
I thought that's what it said, because I didn't like,
As long as you're not on the
specify as to
moon.
where I couldn't do that. So I was like, okay. But
Is this planet Earth? What is this planet?
But it's
Toro?
pronounced
Toro.
Earth, but that's-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doral?
albuterol.
Yeah. It's not a beer tutorial anymore.
Oh, it
The beer
isn't?
went away.
Oh.
I think, yeah, and because I definitely read up on this because this is Dragonborn lore, because Dragonborn came from a beer, because the beer, like, a big
beer.
chunk of a bear. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I just put it in
Oh,
the chat.
okay.
But a
I thought
bear,
it was a single
like a big,
beer, like like a
no,
draft.
yeah,
beer.
I come from a fine draft beer. That's the origin of
beer,
Dragonborn.
Yes.
a bear,
I think it's
oh,
great.
Same thing.
Like
God's wrath
Aphrodite
beer,
rising
that's
from
what
the
it's the bottom.
waves, except with beer. But yeah, it's like a bear. Was Dragonborn lived there, and then like a piece of a country just kind of showed up on top of this one country in Faerun, and the Dragonborn were like, well, I guess we live here now, and then built their nation Time Anther. But then, like, that other country in Faerun basically got sort of displaced again. So right now, the big Dragonborn nation is like very much on the wane, on the defensive, because people are the people that used to live there are trying to take their land back because, you know, it sucks when your city just magically falls out of the sky on top of another country, but that's a thing that will happen apparently.
Well, dang.
Well, dang.
Feels bad,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, and
If we're
Susan,
done-
speaking of like drawing,
Yeah, we're done
drawing
for tonight.
I'm gonna take
characters-
off.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Later, Doug.
I'll
See you,
post
Doug.
something on the forum for drawings, Doug.
Right.
Go look at it.
Thank you.
Later.
Talk to you next
All right.
time.
See you, Doug.
Thanks.
Gotta update.
I was gonna
Gotta
say.
update the journal
Bye.
too.
We'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, so I was gonna say, speaking of drawing characters,
Yeah.
I was looking up like reference art,
Yeah.
and I didn't actually realize that female Dragonborn have boobs, which is extremely strange because they're dragon people, and it just looks really weird.
I'd probably just draw them with like just a slightly bigger chest. Really, I wouldn't give them
Yeah,
full-on like
like
realistic
yeah,
looking boobs.
yeah, but I know, but apparently they like. But then, and I was like, why would a female Dragonborn have boobs? But then I actually looked at like part of the race description again. I can't remember where. I think it was on a wiki or something. And apparently they do actually nurse their young. Like they lay eggs and then they nurse the babies when the babies hatch out of the eggs, which is very strange to me. I don't like it, but okay.
Cool, I guess, or maybe.
I was like, sure, okay.
So they're like
I
mammal-
accept your explanation for dragon boobs.
Mammal
Reptiles.
reptilian. Yeah,
Reptilian.
that's interesting.
I'm a platypus.
Yep, you're a platypus, basically.
Basically. Just a platypus that breathes lightning. Okay.
That's normal.
Alright, totally.
See you later.
Alright, okay, bye guys.
All right.
See ya, Ellie.
Good
Later.
night. Good night, guys. I'm leaving too.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night, Joe. Good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, me.
Good night, Moon.
Good night.
Good night, Saloon.
You're gonna sing that song. What is it? With the bear? I don't remember.
What?
What?
No, there's like it was like an old
The cat
kids
jumps
TV
over
show.
the moon?
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
It was like this bear, and he would talk to the moon. Like that's what you were referencing, right, Joe? You know what I'm talking about.
No, I was referencing a
Good night.
kid's book.
Moon is like
Ah.
it's a kid's book with like a little family of baby rabbits that say goodnight to everything in
Wait,
their
let
home.
me find it.
We'll
Yeah.
find
What
it
is
later.
No, I have it right here. It's right here. I found it. You guys never seen this show?
Never-
No.
Oh, no.
What?
It looks
No.
familiar, but no. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Oh,
I like I watched very few like
Oh.
TV. I watched very little TV as a kid. Partly because we didn't have cable, so I just watched like PBS Kids.
Moon is creeping me out.
That is a pretty creepy moon.
Bear in the Big Blue House. That was the old show. Is a
Oh,
90s.
okay. I have
Kid show.
vaguely heard of that, but I never watched it. The only TV shows that I watched as a kid were like pretty much just the Magic School Bus. Like 90% just the Magic School Bus. And then a little bit of some other stuff. Literally, we still have them. I owned and we still have the entire Magic School Bus series on VHS. It takes up like a whole cabinet.
Oh my god. VHS.
I was really into that show as a kid. That was like a major obsession.
I don't think I've seen a VHS tape in 10 years.
I think we still have some.
I still have a VHS DVD player, but I never really use it. The VHS part. Okay. All right.
Alright.
Night, guys. Bye.
Right.
Okay.
See ya.
Later. See you guys.
See ya.